my goodness. It is time, Broncos country. It is the day we have had circled in orange and blue on our calendars for 102 days since the Buffalo Bills beat us in the playoffs, when we knew it is time to surround this man, Bo Chapman-Nix, with some talent, and it's happening tonight. Welcome to the first ever co-stream. We got my main man, Mike. Mike, how you feeling?
Oh, I can't believe you brought up the Buffalo game like within 30 seconds of starting the show.
Oh, dude. So we are super stoked about tonight, guys. This is going to be awesome. Keeping you covered here. Mike's watching on NFL Network. I'm watching on the mothership, ESPN, answering all the questions, all the comments. Can't wait to engage with all you guys. This is all about community. Broncos country, we ride deep. So I think we're stoked to have you all. So Mike, where are you watching from? And then everybody else in the comments, where's everybody watching?
I'm watching from the studio here at the Carmelini Ranch, undisclosed location, and it's a little rainy. It's a perfect night to watch this draft unfold. I've been hearing, Ben, like some stuff is going on right now. Top 5 picks, top 10 picks. Prepare for anything, guys. It could get nuts,
dude. And the first time ever in NFL history where every team has had their first round pick going into it, and to hear the Broncos are asking to go up. So it's like, if Sean doesn't pull that off, like are we ever gonna know who's he trying to go up for? Like, if you had to guess, man, as people are introducing themselves in the chat, who do you think we're trying to go up for right now?
I find it hard to believe that it's Genty, because the cost at this point, unless he makes it somehow past 5 and 6, you're talking what, 2 firsts, futures? I don't know. That for a non-quarterback position of any kind, I don't see it. I'd love to have Genty on the team, but honestly, the target for me, I think it might still be Loveland. I mean, it kind of went quiet on the Loveland front over the last month or so, but who else can it be? It's got to be an offensive weapon, right?
Is it absolutely crazy to say we're going up for Travis Hunter?
Yeah,
dude,
it's
but
not crazy.
Cleveland's being asked for it. Like, I would lose my mind if we ended up tonight with Travis Hunter or with Genty. I'm gonna lose my ever loving mind. Also, Powered Tonight by Bubbly. It's just like a cheaper guy's LaCroix. Mike's carrying this whole show. I've had a wild couple days. I showered in a hospital sink, kind of slept on a hospital bed. So I'm punchy and feeling it. Thanks for all the prayers for Sarah. She's doing great, and she's sleeping. Her mother-in-law's there. I got 4 kids down, and we're here together, and we can't wait. So we got folks in Bismarck, North Dakota. That's the Bison. Man.
Oh yeah, we got Boulder, Colorado. I see. My old stomping grounds. Lone Tree. There you go, Dale. Where are you guys from now? Everybody chime in where you're from here.
Got Loveland. Oh, Loveland, Colston. I was thinking, like, man, if we had a third Loveland, dude, you get Colston Loveland, you get Loveland Ski Resort, and you get like Loveland by Fort Collins.
There is a what did I see? Tampa, Florida.
Love it.
Iowa. So best to Wisconsin. Oh, best to Wisconsin from Iowa. I see. All right.
Ooh. Dude, so how sick does Green Bay look right now?
I would let you know if.
Oh, they're not showing it.
All right, so we're getting somewhere. I told you just so everybody knows, I have a dedicated line for my studio here, and it is dead. And so I am Wi-Fiing 200 feet from the house. We are making it happen, as Ben and I always do. We get by.
Well, that's why you just stay on YouTube. What do you need to watch TV for? We got you here, Mike.
I guess I don't.
I got a Target brand bubbly, and I got us all covered here, man.
Right.
We are cooking with gas.
I got all kinds of stuff out here. We're gonna make stuff happen. Make it happen on the fly.
Yeah, so Travis Hunter, that would just be cuckoo kachoo, like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right there. If somehow, and to me, thinking about Travis Hunter, because of the fact that you're getting a potential starting cornerback and a potential starting wide receiver, then giving up multiple firsts doesn't matter as much, because you're getting 2 players, and we'll see, can he play both ways? I mean, I didn't play either way. Like, I mean, I'm not exactly like a baller, not built like it, Mike, you look like you played some high school
I
football.
played low ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
Not
I'm
like Travis
really good
Hunter.
at.
I did
I
play
just
both
destroy
ways
you in
though.
Madden. Did you?
Hold
Where'd you went to high school in Colorado?
I actually I did go to high school in Colorado briefly, but no, I was an Army brat. So I went to high school in Central America, Army base. So I played against the same 5 different Army base schools over and over again. We got to know each other and hate each other really well. Oh, they're showing okay, so we're getting, there's Cam Ward. He's waiting. #1 overall to Tennessee. And
and he's not going to be anywhere close to as good as Bo Nix, and we're going to feel incredible about that.
I already feel incredible about that. I've already made it public. I'm not a fan of Cam Ward. Not a big fan. He's QB7 last year, is what I said. And I apologize to Cam Ward lovers out there. I said he was QB7 if he was drafted last year.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're hearing everybody say that, like the
Rattler.
Yeah, but you're hearing some people say that he's in front of Bo Nix, but I don't think they'd say that now.
No.
Oh my goodness, we got somebody in the Philippines. That's incredible.
Let's go.
What time is it in the Philippines? Whatever time it is in the Philippines is probably how I feel. Yes, whatever time it is, it's time to draft, baby. Let's go.
Let's do some picks.
So I think what we'll do here is, like, as the team is coming up, we got a cool, like, little big board for each team of, like, what their needs are. So we'll basically just take turns saying, like, who we think the biggest need is for that team, and we'll predict who they pick. Obviously, we're watching, does Ashton Jeanty fall past the Raiders? We're watching, does he fall past Chicago? You know, Mike, if Jeanty, Colson Loveland, Tyler Warren are all off the board by the time the Broncos are up at 20, do you go Henderson or do you trade back?
I take Henderson there.
Yeah.
If Sean's in on Trevion Henderson, then I'm in on him. And
totally
just like I said last year with Bo Nix, when everybody was trying to tell me we could trade back and get him later, I said, no, it scares the hell out of me. I don't want them. If that's their guy, you take him. If he's not their guy and he's just one of their guys, then yeah, Ben, I would be all right with them, trying to go wide receiver and Trevion Henderson, but I wouldn't risk it if he's the guy. No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you that, like, Sean Payton even said after all the Bo Nix stuff, he was like, hey, I know people said we could have traded back, but we couldn't have. So I trust Sean to. Roger Goodell coming in on a bicicleta. That is Spanish for bicycle. And that is a homage to the Green Bay Packers ride bikes into training camp. But he looks like Pee Wee Herman, and I'm not exactly digging it. What do you think about that, Mike? Oh my goodness, we got a bunch of guys on bike.
I'm guessing he's getting booed like crazy right now.
Yeah.
What is the?
He's getting
booed
something
about bikes that I don't know about?
Yeah, the Green Bay Packers ride bikes into their training camp. It's like, if you watch Hard Knocks, and Lil Wayne in the house. Yeah. Oh wait, that's Usher.
He's doing he's like doing three of the walkout songs.
Oh, Coda dropping it, man. Yes. So as we're waiting for this first pick, so surgery was extremely successful. They were able to cut out a huge chunk of her colon, and now it's at basically the stage where they send it off to pathology, and we wait and just trust for great news that it hasn't spread anywhere else. But truly appreciate that so much, man. And we've been feeling all the support and love and prayer. So thanks, man.
Yeah. And the whole family was waiting on that news. So glad to hear that man, step 1 is done. She's resting.
Yeah.
Step 2
you text me like crazy, man. Yep.
I know. Sorry about that. I
love it. Honestly, loved it, man. All right. So did you hear that Tom Grossi, right, is announcing the Packers pick? Do you know who Tom Grossi is? You know who Perna is, right? Yeah, is it Grossi?
He's just on my show. He was just on my show last week.
Oh my goodness. He's announcing the Packers pick, bro.
No, Perna was on my show last week.
Oh, yeah. So,
you didn't know that?
like, well, yeah,
Tom Grossi. Tom Grossi said he was announcing a pick. I thought he was BSing. So is he actually doing that? He
legit is announcing the Packers pick, which is like, dude, if somehow we grow YouTube big enough where, like, we could
start announcing picks.
Pick, oh my goodness.
Because it would be,
I would just get up on the mic and be like, before I announce this Broncos pick, Bo Nix, I need to give you my phone number. If you ever Just need to
God bless Bo Nix.
just kind of loosen up that cannon, throw it deep to me. Text me, Bo.
I thought you were just going to go down to his place and jump his fence.
I tried. It's a high fence.
That's what D-Mac said to do.
Yeah.
He said it wouldn't be a problem.
I know.
The Giants want to trade back to the 20s, so maybe we can trade up. That would be the Giants 3. That would be steep. I think the Giants. So this is from. I don't have control. It's weird not having control of this stuff. Yeah. So this comment, I think the Giants trading back up into from the second and not from the number 3 spot. I don't think they'd be able to trade that far back, but it's possible. I do know that they like Jackson Dart. Apparently, the Giants do. So that could be something to watch. And yeah, nothing, no trades or anything happening yet.
Yeah, I'm checking in a second. Hey, so what is our policy on this stream? Also, guys, thank you all for being here. This is what it's all about. I love all you here. What's our policy going to be on if, like, are we going to try to preempt the TV? Oh, wow. No. Clay just totally threw the Bears under the bus, and I love it. Okay, so we are going to wait until we hear the, and then we will say it. We will not check Twitter for because sometimes, dude, there's been years where the pick comes out on Twitter like 10 minutes before.
Oh yeah, and you know that
it's like the moon landing. Is that real?
Nobody needs us to break the picks to them. Like nobody's just watching this saying these guys can. Hopefully they'll give me the pick 13 seconds before I get it from the TV I'm watching or whatever. Like if they are, I apologize.
We're here for the great commentary, telling you why this is the best pick ever.
I think that I think people are watching this on both of our channels. So if you're watching on Mic'd Up Live on my channel, Mike Carmelini, this has been Sports Talk Denver. I'm assuming you know who he is based on his sub accounts, and I do yap his name almost every show. So, but this has been, make sure that you like and subscribe to both of our channels, please. Helps us out an absolute ton, especially me, who's only been doing this for 4 months. And
you're going to hit 1,000.
About to hit 1,000.
Yep. All right. So this is probably like the only pick that's like not fun, right? Because we all know who it's going to be.
Be nice if something happened.
Yeah. But let's do a little screen share here for.
Got Rogers Suave is in Wyoming. I like that. New Jersey, Evan Jones. Welcome. Miss Angel, hope I said that right. Los Angeles, California, but was born at Denver General and raised in Northeast Denver. Good for you.
Ooh.
Love it.
That's awesome. I think I was California. I think I was born at Denver General. No, it was maybe like a Samaritan place. Good Sam's, I think, in Denver. All right, so with Tennessee on the board, obviously you're hearing they've been big on Cam Ward for a long time, but what is your thoughts on Abdul Carter, man? Because there are a lot of folks who say he's actually the best player in this draft. You were in this position of Tennessee and you didn't have a quarterback. Do you settle, or I mean, how do you do this?
If I were Tennessee, I would have tried to trade out of that, and they may have early. But I also heard I heard lately that they actually really do like Cam Ward. So maybe they talk themselves into it. Desperate teams do desperate things. But I mean, Abdul Carter is, I think he's worthy of a top 5 pick for sure, top 3 pick. And I mean, he would not be a bad first overall pick in this draft for me.
Totally.
I think he's certainly a higher rated football player than what they're getting, but the positional value, guys, what are you going to do?
Yeah, but man, you got Archie Manning coming down the pike. You got a lot of. I think they're saying 2 years from now that the QB class is loaded, but there's not a fan base that feels good about waiting around. You know, we're in
it's tough
microwave society. I need my ramen noodles now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter, if they were to have picked either one of those guys number 1 overall, I would have been like, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Smart pick. Exactly.
Yeah, smart pick. Yeah.
Build okay. Do you think Travis Hunter can play both ways?
Yeah. But it's going to be tough. Depending on what team he goes to, if they say they give him a route tree, say he goes to a team that will provide him with, 7 routes, 8 routes, and just a couple of those are option routes. So keep it really simple for him. And then he really goes in and learns the defense. So that would be one way to do it. The other way to do it would be a full offense and then just have him come in as like a dime back or something like that. But I don't see any way he plays full-time outside corner, full-time, X or, that's tough
on the body
because it's not just learning the positions, which, it's learning the game plans every single week. And
there's so much more actual film study and that's
you don't run as many plays in the pro game as you do in college football. So there's a lot of breathing time and a lot less plays. In college, sometimes those guys have, 80 plays a game,
totally
on one side of the ball. It's crazy.
Totally.
And the pros, nah. So I think he could do it. And he'd probably do it for a few years before it becomes like he could be really good on both sides of the ball at the pro level. We know he's really good at the college level on both sides of the ball. We don't know that he's going to be great or good at the pro level. But if he establishes himself one or the other, then that would be great too. So then you've got like an all pro corner or you have an all pro receiver. If he's really good at both, that's going to just
you hit the jackpot
down the road. I mean, it'd be a great problem to have.
Totally. Sweet mother of mercy. Thank you. I don't even know what to say, man. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Coda. God bless Ben's fam. Next good news is Broncos drafting a superstar.
Let's go.
100%, man. 100%.
Wow. Love that.
Wow.
Has anybody been buying my Scatabo agenda I've been putting out all year?
Is that a smoke screen, Mike? Or you really do love
it? That is actually a real thing. I love Cam Scatabo. Now I'm not saying I love him in the first or second round, but so he played 11 of his games against Power 4 teams, unlike Ashton Genty.
Yeah,
who's basically playing
a bunch of
junior college guys.
Yeah, on blue turf.
And Cam Scatabo averages 145 yards a game against real competition. So I think if he's around in the 4th round this weekend, he's a Bronco.
Seems like a Sean Payton hanging a compete streak up.
Dude, he can catch the ball.
Dude, and
he can do everything.
Perfect, dude.
He's not. He's not the breakaway guy, but we don't need that. We need to pick up first down or pick up 5 yards a carry like we used to do back in the day. Guy doesn't want to go down. Coda, and again, you being live equals good news for a wife? ? Ben praying. Thank you, Coda. Awesome, dude. Mark Ryan.
All right, we got the pick is in. Let's build.
Depending on you guys.
Yep, pick is in, man. So I will hit you up as soon as it's in. Obviously, Cam Ward here, and then truly the draft starts up. This is where you're hearing Cleveland Browns up next. They are shopping that pick. Denver Broncos are calling. That was the report earlier in this week, which was wild, was that Albert Breer was saying there are no teams calling up. The one team that is the Broncos.
The Broncos, yeah.
Did that stay all week? We're fixing to find out any second here. So Goodell strolling up to the podium. Pick is in. And with the first overall selection in the 2025 NFL Draft, I'm beating him.
Yeah, you're way ahead of me.
Tennessee Titans. Cameron Ward, done.
Right, so yeah, Cam Ward, again, that's good. So this is a Broncos show. So from our perspective, Ben, right? We don't care. It just pushes all the good players back towards us, including Travis Hunter.
Dude, I've been saying that the more quarterbacks, offensive linemen, cornerbacks, positions we do not need that are going before 20, the better this is. So
I'd love to see a run on offensive tackles tonight.
Totally, man.
In the draft.
Totally. I mean, if the Broncos want the if the Broncos want the Genty to fall or to get that Patriots pick at 4. We really want Abdul Carter going off here. We want that tackle going off.
Yeah.
Oh, Schefter's talking. Oh, dude, Jacksonville just traded up to pick number 2.
They're taking Travis Hunter here.
Dude. So all of the time, dude, Jacksonville was the one.
Yes. Which means Genty's going to the Raiders.
No, he's not, dude. I think Shadur's going to the Raiders. I think Shadur's going to the Raiders. I think all of this is smoke. What if Genty falls to us at 20? I have said that for a long time. I think Genty could fall to us at 20.
If he gets 8, we're trading up to get him.
Well, I guess he's got to get past the Bears, but
yeah, that's why we'd have to go up to 8.
Yeah. Navy vet, my man. And also thanks for your service. Like even more than dropping mad money on us. This is wild. I appreciate that so much, Navy vet.
So
Mike, can you look up what is the terms of this trade here? So Jacksonville traded up to get the Browns' second pick there on the clock, 6 minutes left. What did they give up to do that?
I don't see it yet.
Oh,
Browns currently 3.
Or somebody.
The Browns are now on the select quarterback in this or next year. They currently own 3 of the top 30. Number 5, number 33, the first pick 36. So they got number 5.
Yep.
Number 33.
Okay, so a second.
Number 36.
2 seconds.
The Jaguars' first round pick.
Okay. Dude, 2 seconds to I guess it's only 4 spots, but that's showing you. Yeah, that's true. But a top 2, dude. Like I think what you're hearing is that there are so many people saying that because of the fact that everyone had their first round picks going into this, trading up is going to cost less than it ever has before. And the fact that we don't have JJ McCarthy, Michael Penix, Caleb Williams, we don't have generational talent quarterbacks. The Broncos could trade up to, do we need to jump the Raiders to get Genty? I think the Tom Brady connection with the Raiders, I think Shedeur Sanders is going to be a Vegas Raider. And I got my prime glasses ready. Dude, I got all sorts of outfits here.
I think you're crazy.
I'm ready to go. I know.
All right, okay. So, they did give up their 2026 first 2. So, next year's first 2. So that's a price to pay, even just from 5 to 2.
Yeah, 2 seconds. And is that in this year's draft too?
Yeah, they gave their second round pick this year, 4th round pick. It looks like.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting conflicting report. This is from Schefter now, so I got Schefter saying one thing. And again, I'm using up all this bandwidth.
Worth it. You're giving us the scoops.
Am I?
Yep.
I'm the scoop guy. I've never been
the
scoop
man.
Guy, I used to just be like the dude that just kind of yapped.
The podfather.
Now you're a yapper.
I'll be the yapper. You be the scooper. I like these rules we have.
Do you? All right.
So all right. I'm predicting here the Jaguars are picking Travis Hunter. And that was my absolute pipe dream just because I was reading a lot into and drinking a lot of hopium that I loved the idea of Sean Payton going to that CU Pro Day. And you saw him, like, there were so many hilarious memes of Sean Payton just staring at him nonstop. And I was like, dude, what if Sean Payton trades up? We know Sean Payton was trying to get this pick. So, if we got this pick,
is he trying to get the number 2 pick?
Yeah, he called the Browns and the Giants. So he wanted him, but I mean, you're not going to draft Genty at 2, are you?
No. Well, Sean Payton might.
Hey,
he's crazy. He'll do whatever he wants.
That's a good point. Yeah, I have wanted Trevor Lawrence to be a bust because I love it when generational talents don't pan out because everyone was saying Caleb Williams was better than Bo Nix. So I kind of wanted Trevor Lawrence to be a bust, but you're so right, man. I think Hunter is going to feed families on both sides of the ball. And I think Lawrence can huck it deep to him with that long Legolas hair. Mike, have you ever had long Legolas hair like that?
Legolas?
Yeah. Do you remember him from Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or something?
Yeah, kind of.
Dude, Travis is already standing up. Pink suit. Dude, okay. I'm okay with it. Like I'm glad for him, man. But yeah, you heard him say he wanted to stay in Colorado. But yeah, He's getting ready, dude. You see him. Pick is in though.
I mean, Travis was probably going number 2 no matter what to whoever it was.
And actually, good for him that he's not going to Browns.
Now, you don't think Cleveland takes Shedeur Sanders at 5 now?
Oh.
So that's going to be interesting to watch. This isn't over yet. This little shuffle in the front is going to stay interesting, because you would figure Abdul Carter goes to the Giants next, right? And
I don't know if I would.
If they can trade
out a quarterback, are they?
I'm saying if they can, they're not taking Jackson Dart at 3.
Yeah, true.
They're not taking Shedeur, are they? Unless, so there could be smokescreen there. They could take Shedeur.
What if they take Shedeur, dude? And you have 2 Colorado Buffaloes. Wow. The pick is in, and it's going to be a Colorado Buffalo. So we got to get these are my Coach Prime shades. You a Coach Prime guy or not really?
Right. See, of course I'm Coach Prime.
I love me some Coach Prime. All right. Dude, also, this is like insane to trade for the number 2 overall. Like already, this is like, get your popcorn. All right. Somebody's about to read these picks for him. Dude, great take here, Coda, that we can be bummed we didn't get Travis Hunter, but we can be happy that he's not going to the place where players go to die.
All right, here we go.
We're still here, and Diana Rossini is still saying that the Broncos are trying to get into the top 10. And at this point,
is she?
Yeah, at this point, we are trying to get in there for Genty, you know? I wear my sunglasses at night. So,
I'm not myself unless.
Yep, you're not yourself.
No free sponsors, though.
Yep.
No free sponsors.
Yep. Bubbly. Dude, they're yelling Duval. It gives me cringes, man. When they yell Duval, I don't get it. I don't want to get it.
You know, like the new coach when he went, Duval.
It was almost as bad as Broncos country. Let's ride.
It's the last time I'm ever saying that. Sorry, everybody watching. I apologize from Ben PTSD. And myself, the bottom of my heart.
Yep.
That guy loves it.
Love it.
Let's go.
Shout out Walter Payton here. Man, it's like they get up there. It's like one of those graduation speeches that you're like, oh, that's cool.
It's like a Hall of Fame speech to these guys.
Yep. All right, so here comes the pick.
Just give us the pick, dude.
Yeah, we know there's a trade, okay? Adam Schefter already told us. With the second pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Duval Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter, and he's off the board. Man.
There it is.
Dude. Oh, interesting. Did you hear what he said? He said defensive back, Colorado.
He did?
There was a ton out there that he did not want to. He wanted to hear both. On the ticker on ESPN, you're seeing CB / wide receiver. Also interesting that like wide receivers get paid a ton more. And so
he said wide receiver, defensive back.
Oh, he did say, okay.
Yes.
I'm like, what?
I'm the fact checker here, folks.
Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm trying to be fair and balanced, but I have like one headphone on so I can hear you and you sound great. And then I'm trying to hear the TV, but not have that echo through. My main man who had Terrell Davis come to his middle school classroom, Crilly Manili. Yeah, man. Bo Leave, baby. We are moving up, building this thing the right way, dude. I truly think we're like a piece away, man, from with a straight face saying the Denver Broncos are deep playoff contenders. And I think we get that piece tonight. You heard George Payton come out and say he's never felt as prepped for a draft as he does this one. And so we got to be excited because we had 5 starters last year in the draft. So totally, man, only up from here.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep my energy up because I'm going to need it.
Yeah, we are.
My carbs in, my sugars.
You know, my worst nightmare is that the Broncos trade back and we do this whole thing with all the boys, all the girls, all the Broncos country, and we don't have a pick.
It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible.
Yeah. I'm so glad Let's Ride died too, man.
Now, when was the last time Sean Payton traded back out of the first round of the draft?
That would be never.
That'd be never. So
yep.
We do have precedents here.
But I mean, Giants on the clock, and Schefter has not come on. We know Broncos were calling for this pick. Yeah, so they got to be thrilled with Abdul Carter here. All right, so the thing, who we drafting? I'm not going to get cute with it, guys. I'm going to tell you that we're drafting the guy I want us to draft. We're getting Ashton Jeanty. I don't know how. I'm hoping if he falls to us at 20, guys, this undershirt, it's getting ripped right off. Mike, gun to your head, man. Who are the Broncos drafting tonight?
Well, we don't know who's going to be there. If I would do the gun in my head, I'll say if they stay at 20, I'll say Henderson.
Okay. And I mean, if that's Sean's guy, if this all
half of that's predicting who's going to be there.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing too.
Yeah. So. I'll definitely make another pick after when we're at 19. I'll tell you who I think based on who's left. But
yeah, I mean the Giants are on the clock, guys. Let's be honest. We don't even know who's going to be there yet.
Yeah.
I'm not ripping off my shirt yet. Yeah. We're gonna have to get a little closer.
All right. So we looking at the big board here for really who the Giants wanted. I think they definitely wanted Travis Hunter, but Abdul Carter's here. The interesting thing there, guys, is that the Giants actually have a decent defensive front already. And so, I mean, I guess keep a strength to strength. Wow.
So they did pick.
Yep. Interesting here that
they did not hesitate. Go ahead. Sorry, Ben.
Interesting hearing Travis Hunter say the Jacksonville Jaguars did not talk to him since the combine. And so he was kind of surprised that all happened. But like Lil Wayne said, who's on the stage at Green Bay, Wisconsin, real G's moving silence like lasagna. And so I think a lot of us were totally reading into all of Sean Payton's top 30 visit days and like, oh, we're getting this guy because we brought him in last. But I think Sean Payton is very similar, where there might be a guy who's not even on any of our radars that we could end up getting here.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's just a total. At this point, there are probably 10 different guys we could take at 20 right now.
Yeah, which is
you're not even talking about crazy. Like Tetaroa McMillan. I know. Even like a Shamar Stewart, who nobody has talked about. There's a Ibuka, Golden.
Yep. The crazy thing about it, Ibuka, with all of the crazy talent out of Ohio State at wide receiver, he is the leader of all time in reception yards. That's just like Marvin Harrison.
You're setting records.
Yeah,
you're setting records at Ohio State. Yeah, you're something.
Yep,
you're something. Yeah, he's no joke.
Yep.
Broncos definitely not trading up because there's not enough talent in this year's draft or blue chip players, as they say. Yeah. So, but that's first round. And so in the later rounds, there's a lot of talent. So trading up is going to be because Sean Payton loves a player. It only takes one. If he has one guy, he doesn't care what anybody else thinks. Like for instance, Loveland.
We got Pickens. Who do you think it is, Mike? You saying Abdul? I'm going to say Shador just because I'm going to pick him every time until he's out. Abdul Carter off the board.
Yeah.
All right. So Giants keeping a strength to strength.
Abdul.
Yep. So
the board hasn't really shook for us yet. As Bronco fans, right? We're right on
good
track.
Shape. Yep,
Nothing has changed.
Dude.
Here's now. I will say I don't want Ashton Jeanty going to the Raiders. None of us want that. So that's what I have my eye on right now. What happens with him? Shador, I'm interested in, of course.
Yeah.
And then I've got some Tyler Warren interest that I'll start picking up around pick 6 or 7 too. So
yeah, I like Tyler Warren. I like Colston Loveland.
I think
kind of like Matthew Golden, the wide receiver, a lot too. Speedster. Yeah, I don't know if
there's a lot of players out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent in that. Man, this board, and it's great for us because I think the Patriots with Drake May are going to be contending for playoffs with us. Like they're not going to win that division with the Bills there anytime soon. So we're going to have to go against them in wild cards. They've got to be just puking right now with anger that they won a throwaway game and cost themselves both Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter, who they really could use. And so now, are they reaching on this tackle right here? You think is that what your pick would be? I guess everybody else.
I don't know if that would be my pick, but I think that's where they're going.
Yeah. So we got Patriots on the board with 4, about 7 minutes on there.
You're thinking Will Campbell here?
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing where he's got short arms like a T-Rex, you know.
Right.
You don't want short arms. So yeah, we look here kind of what the Patriots wanted, and you're seeing the top 2 guys they wanted go right here, right in front of them, and the Patriots won a game that they didn't need to win and could have thrown away, and you know, you don't want to go what 76ers are doing and trust the process and tank out, but man, sometimes, and the Raiders are in that exact same spot, man, where Raiders, you know, won some games at the end that they should have just thrown away, and Antonio Pierce kind of. So then next up we'll have Cleveland here at 5 after that. So it's going to be, I don't see Genty going off either of these next ones, you guys. Yeah,
I think like you said, with Drake May there, the Patriots do need to shore up that left tackle, and I guess Will Campbell just makes a lot of sense there.
Yeah, but everyone says he's not an actual tackle, dude. That he's built like a guard, and they're like, well, worst case scenario, yeah.
I didn't say I'd
trade back if I was them. Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough to find a partner, but picks in. So
dang,
they're picking somebody.
Let's see.
And then if you go to, what is it?
Got some new members. Let's go
here. Membu or Campbell. Best guess.
Got some members in his house. Welcome to the fam, y'all.
Oh man, Browns are going to be on the Browns are on the clock now after trading. Could they go Shedeur Sanders here?
That'd be. I mean,
could they try and trade again? Could they try and trade again?
I mean, I remember some years where the Patriots would do that multiple.
Yeah, Patriots like to draft everything in the second round and beyond for years.
Yep.
Like they did not want to take anybody in the first. They wanted all kinds of seconds.
I completely agree with this take that I think the Raiders taking Ashton Genty. I actually am not mad about it because I think they have so many problems and they think they can go to a buffet and start with dessert. They're going to end up being sick and puking all over the AFC West again. So go for it, dude. Knock yourself out because you got a lot of problems there. I mean, you got Brock Bowers, but I think it'd be smart for them to trade back. Oh, dude, I'm seeing a Bo Nix, a Patrick Surtain, a multiple. The only other color that stands out in a sea of cheese heads, orange and blue, baby. These colors don't bleed. That's cool to see, man. Our NFL Network have drone shots, or are you just watching online now?
I am not watching the coverage. I'm using you guys.
We're the coverage, Mike. We're the coverage.
We are the coverage. Well, just because of my limited bandwidth here.
No,
I'm just trying to keep up with news. I'm like trying to be a good, a good sidekick for my partner here.
No, there's no sidekick. We're co-kicks. We're co-people.
Could the Browns take Genty?
No, they couldn't. Definitely not.
To keep your dream alive, or because they just won't do it?
To keep my dream alive.
Okay, I was just checking. I just want to know what we were talking about.
Exactly. If you're Googling stuff, Google manifesting and how you do it. Because I don't know if it's real. I don't know.
I call it prayer. Maybe you've heard of it, but that's just
science backs it out. But we need, shoot a basket for every. I don't know, because then I'm going to be like 2 of 32, and there's going to be film of it. At least I can say I never miss. But I'm not shooting. That would be a nightmare.
It looks like
maybe every pick Ashton Genty.
Chicago trying to sneak up.
Oh, that would be for Genty, and that would be a bummer.
A lot of things going on here, so nothing solid yet.
Yeah, I mean,
there's Hunters. Yeah,
there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance, and yeah, there definitely was a level of sweat, and you're hearing that's actually probably why Shadur's dropping. That a lot of GMs had a hard time with that gravitas, and I work in the school system, and it is crazy how the level of swagger from younger kids, and I definitely didn't grow up being able to talk about myself like that, but maybe Instagram and all and TikTok made y'all, and it'd be hard as an 18-year-old to be that good at something and not want to let the whole world know it. But
I mean, like if in the military, we got Navy guys in there. I was in the Army. So there are certain sports, there's certain jobs, there's certain, where there's that camaraderie where you just become a crap talker and it just becomes kind of a natural thing. Doesn't mean anything. So when you take something like that, it's like, I don't know, that sometimes it's just out of fun. Sometimes I try not to hold stuff against, people, especially at that age, when they say something like that, it's like, well, think about the stuff you said or I said, when you were 20.
Totally. Thanks for serving, Mike, for sure, man. That's awesome, dude. Go Navy. Hey, I love this here, and it'll tee up our next question while we're waiting for a post here. Live in Kansas City for the last 6 years, dude. That would be the actual worst. Like I lived in Chicago for a while around cocky Bears fans, and I couldn't stand it. But living in enemy lines like that, that would be hard. So I guess, Mike,
that would be tough.
What was the first Broncos team you ever loved? How'd you become a Broncos fan?
So,
and then everyone else in the chat, let us know. We'll read some.
Yeah, I'd like to see everybody, but for me, I was. This is going to age me, so I'm really old, but I was. My stepfather, not quite yet stepfather. I was taken to a football game at the house, and it was the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl, and I was 12 years old, I think, something. Anyways, everybody in the whole house, everybody in the whole house was for Dallas, and I was rooting for Denver, and I've been a Bronco fan ever since. So
love it, man.
So like 1977.
Oof. Love it. I saw a bunch of that stuff at the Hall of Fame from that game and that era.
And it was in Evergreen, Colorado.
Ooh.
And so you would have assumed that everybody would have been Broncos fans, but my stepdad was from Texas. And so he was a real deal. So he couldn't hold again. And but he was a lifelong Broncos fan, slowly converted over, and until his last breath was just a huge Broncos fan. So we're all Broncos fans. So,
100%, man. That's cool.
What about you, Ben? You're 25 now?
Just turned 26. No, I'm 38. Okay. Let's get this pick in, and then I'll tell you all about why I love the Broncos.
Oh, so the Browns did pick.
All right. Fourth pick in the NFL draft. The New England Patriots do indeed take that tackle that I think is a giant reach up. But you called it, man. Will Campbell out there. I think that, we got to.
So I don't know if anybody knows, but I'm 100%.
You honestly have picked every single one ahead of it, right? That's crazy. Obviously, not like none of us had the Jacksonville trading up to 2, but that's a pretty good mock.
The trade.
Yep. So pretty cool for me. Like we're gonna have to play them. I feel like you think Jonah Ellis is gonna have a hard time getting past him. Like you think Nick Bonito. Short arms and the type of speed we have. I just do not be surprised if you see the Broncos having a rivalry with the Patriots again. And I love the fact that they just had
no way this guy's dressed like this, Ben.
Yep. Yeah. Look at those stripes, man. What is he?
Wow.
Look, you can just, he can barely get his hands up to his hat there because his arms are so short.
It looks like he's walking to trying to find the right theater to watch the movie that he's at
He looks like AI made him. Like his arms are just off proportionally. I don't like to brag about myself, but dude, I feel like if he and I got in a wrestling match, I'd probably take him down.
You could take him. Oh, he's got 100%. A big butt, so you want to see that in a tackle. So that's good.
No, good luck for them. I know some Patriots fans, and cool. All right, let's see other folks how they became Broncos. Ooh, love it. Ooh, Indy incident. I don't know about that. Knew him from Stanford. Yeah, and he was the band is on the field, right? Like that was him at Stanford when the band was on
Right.
there. Was that? Oh wait, okay. I mean, I'm spoiled because my family lived in Arizona till I was in middle school, and so I was actually born in Colorado. Not in the Army. My dad's a pastor, so we moved all over as well. So born in Colorado, moved to Arizona, lived there till middle school, and when I moved back, it was 97, 98 season. Watched every single game. My parents took me to 2 games there, so I was at the Carolina Panthers game in the snow, and Deltha O'Neal, I think, had a couple punt returns. And to have your first time actually watching football be Super Bowl 32, still have the hat somewhere right here, I think. There it is, man. These colors don't bleed. Oh, look at that. Oh, dude, that's sick. But my folks' house still have every single Denver Post article cut out from that. So let's see. We got Elway, obviously. Jay Cutler, dude. I was so high on Jay Cutler. That was a Broncos trade up, right? Did we trade up for Elway?
I think it was,
trade up for Cutler.
Cutler, number 11. I think we got him in the 11th pick.
Okay.
And I think is that right? Does that ring a bell to anybody?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely first round.
Check us in the chat there, guys. We get Elway at 11? Oh, Will's crying because of what you said about him, Ben.
Oh,
They said I had small arms, and my arms might be a little smaller, but my dad said I'd make it, and I'm just so happy to be here. And that's what he's saying right now, Ben.
First jersey, got an Elway jersey. Absolutely hooked. Love it. Oh my goodness, dude, living in Washington for not only the Russell Wilson fleecing, but then also if you were there when we lost the Super Bowl to them, that was the one time I was teaching and I didn't want to go to school the next day. One of the only times in my life where I've used it, like a day where I'm
didn't
like,
want to show
I just use
yourself,
a
didn't
mental
want to
health
hear
day?
about it.
Yeah, because I was talking all week to the kids about how we're going to win and then snap over his head, and that's brutal.
What's Rappaport saying here? Tried to trade back. Nobody would take it.
They were trying to. So the Browns were trying to trade back again.
I think that's what I heard.
We're 30 seconds behind. No, you know what? I'm not going to stand for that. We're not 30 seconds behind. You're 30 seconds ahead. No, we probably are. I'm trying to pedal my internet down here. I got it on a bike. So it's real behind.
You guys are like 30 seconds behind.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Oh, so the last preseason game at Mile High. So before they knocked it down.
Yeah, I've been to Mile High more times than I've been to any other stadium.
Mason Graham. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
good for us. It's good for us.
Again, let's take a look here at the big board. Why is it not on there? So, I mean, they're a big talk so they're not even on this cheat sheet for the players they need.
Raiders already made their pick, man. I mean,
they did?
This is going to go. Yeah.
Is it Ashton?
I don't know who it is. I've just got it says the pick is in on the draft tracker. Hasn't showed who it is yet.
Don't spoil it, anyone. But I guess
I'm not spoiling anything.
We're gonna cycle through I'm gonna star all these about when people became. Or Mike, do you know how to do that? I'm so bad at StreamYard. Can we star the ones and we'll like keep cycling those through when people became fans, and let's all predict what the Raiders are gonna do right now.
They're gonna go Genty. There's no doubt.
I think they're going Shedeur Sanders right here.
No way.
Okay,
that would not be a Pete Carroll.
What's the bet, Mike?
The bet is you have to wear.
No, I'm not wearing anything. No, I'm never, ever.
No bet. Let's not curse it.
Okay. Oh man,
guys, if you have ideas for bets that Ben and I can do, we're going to be doing. Ben, are we going to be doing power rankings this year?
We're doing power rankings. We're gonna. Anytime it's not wildly late, we're doing post games together.
Post games, yep.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the deal with the Raiders right here, guys. They have a ton of problems on that team. Obviously, were finished last in our division. They've kind of convinced themselves that Geno is going to be good. He's not. and they have so many problems that they had more money to spend in this year's free agency than any team other than the New England Patriots, and they somehow came away with nobody we can name except for Geno Smith. Like the Broncos are the ones who went out and got blue chippers. So they lost 3 defensive starters, and they already finished last in our division last year. Pete Carroll is a legit coach. I'll give him that, but he found Kenneth Walker late. I think this is too rich for them. And then you have the Shedeur Sanders, Tom Brady connection. The first NIL deal Shedeur Sanders got was with Tom Brady. Shedeur's first year at CU, we talked about the only player he gets advice from other than his dad was Tom Brady. He's in his phone. Here's what I'll say, Mike. If Shedeur drops past here, that is a very, very bad sign for him because no one knows him better than the Raiders because of Tom Brady.
He's not going here, man.
He's going here.
I just don't see it.
Shedeur Sanders right here. Oh man, now I've like made myself nervous. Yes, he's going to the Raiders right here. Oh my goodness. I'm like, this is the first time I've been nervous. This is like when the draft feels like. Oh man. Okay.
I'm checking.
And you said that pick is in, right?
It just says pick is in and the Jets are on the clock. That's all it says.
Dude, I mean, this is like the other part of them having 2 quarterbacks is like it's going to be dysfunction there as they've paid Gino. They have Gino there for 4 years now. And so you're paying a quarterback for 4 years and then have the heir apparent. But I'm telling you, if Shedeur Sanders is going right here. And then all the talk about Shedeur falling. Dude, and then it's like, do the Broncos please be Shedeur, please be Shedeur, please be Shedeur, please be Shedeur, please you.
Is he walking? No, he's still.
No,
man. I must be way behind.
No, his pick isn't it yet. I mean, he's not on the stage yet. You just see the horrible.
I'm seeing Mason Graham get interviewed. Let me go to Mike Band again. Let's see. It's Genty. Jalen Walker would make a lot of sense for them. But I'm saying
here we go. Las Vegas Raiders select. Shoot, dude, he's gone. Ashton Genty is a Las Vegas Raider. Tell me everything, man. How does that make you feel? I think that's great for us. Honestly, like it's bad for us, but they have so many problems, man.
Aren't you? You're gonna spin it. I think it's bad for us. I don't really want to face him every year, but this isn't something that I mean, it's fun to talk about for the last week or so about getting Ashton Genty and somehow pulling off some blockbuster trade to make it happen. I never saw it happening. My hope was that Jacksonville would take him. I think a lot of us were hoping that would be the case, just so we don't have to see him twice a year. But again, here he goes.
Well, here, dude, there is not a single.
I just wanted to hear the announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
because I was right again. I like to hear myself being right again.
You really, yeah, absolutely, dude. Not a single running back picked in the first round signs a second deal with their team. Christian McCaffrey gone. Saquon Barkley gone. The Derrick Henry gone. Like this is not that's not a. You are getting a cupcake when you have steak on the table in front of you, and it's gonna feel good right now. And I guarantee you, Raiders Twitter right now is insufferable. And that culture is going to melt. And
so I guess the peace of mind comes from, again, I said this earlier on the show. Genty is a very fun player to watch against low-level college teams. Yes. So we're going to find out what he can do against the pros. He's not at the same level as some of the other running backs in the pros now. But he might not be far below him. But again, every prospect is a projection. He looks great, but yeah, it's not. Don't put him down for 1,700 yards a season quite yet. Everybody, let's just relax on that.
Yeah, the way folks are already talking about him he hasn't proved anything yet. You even just see like his running style. He's a straight up back where Kay Adams, the truth serum, Kay Adams asked him, hey, are you going to change your running style and run like every other running back and every running back coaches you to do and actually like be down and ready? And he's like, no, I'm not going to change it. And he's like, well, what if your coach says you need to change it? He's like, well, I'm going to make him prove to me that what I'm doing isn't working. And that just doesn't seem like Sean Payton's type, man. Like, you are with this team and this is our bus. We're going this way, or get another bus, dude. And you are on the Raiders bus, and good luck with that. RIP. Yeah. Can we do a quick moment of silence for Genty's career? Yeah. Like, just RIP Genty's career.
Going to the Raiders.
Dude, all these highlights on that blue turf. It's just weird, man. And
what would have been worse, Cleveland Browns or the Raiders for him?
I mean, Nick Chubb had a great yeah.
Maybe for a running back. It's like, so it's the death of quarterbacks in Cleveland.
Yeah. And the death of any player.
We just got rid of Jacobs, right?
Yeah.
Now we got to deal with Genty. That's all right.
Yeah, man. That's got to be hard for Shedeur, dude. Because I'm sure he feels horrible about that too. Yeah. How's your wife doing, Ben? Let's go Broncos. 100%, man. Yeah, she's doing great. She is sleeping away at the hospital, and my mother-in-law swapped out with me because there's no place I'd rather be. Well, I'd rather be with my wife, but she's sleeping. And yep. So thank you so much, man. Let's go Broncos. Yeah, dude, our running defense is also fantastic last year. Like, you think about that first game against the Baltimore Ravens, who I think are the scariest team running the rock because of the dual threat of Lamar Jackson and Henry, obviously. And he had 34 yards at half, and second half, we fell off a cliff there. I guess you could say Buffalo Bills game really exposed a lot, but dude, then we go out and get Hufanga, who is a heat-seeking missile, and you get obviously Greenlaw, who just brings the thump every time, and you're expecting DeAndre Tillman, who had 5 sacks as a rookie, to be better. You're expecting Zach Allen to want to prove stuff. So I'm not concerned about that. That would have been sick. My bracket's busted. I picked Duke to win it all. I mean, I picked Ash and Genty to go to the Broncos.
Yeah. I like the fact that we noticed that we had an issue on defense right up the gut, and Dre Greenlaw and Kawabunga Hufanga will definitely help with those two, with that area. So a nice defensive tackle or nose tackle somewhere here in this draft will be fine. We do need to get just a little bit of help up front.
Yeah,
but not yet. We want weapons for our boy.
Dudes. Yeah, we need them now. Ooh. Weapons. Yeah, you heard a lot of people talking about Tet McMillan going there. Yeah, the other thing. Yeah, I mean for the Raiders, a lot of people thought.
I guess I got to say my guess will be Warren.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they wanted Bowers last year, who the Raiders also have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. What does Mike Band say here on his for the Jets? Will Campbell, Tyler Warren's in his list. Okay. Who else? Yeah, and Tet McMillan. If they want weapons. Gosh, they have a lot of good players here they could choose from. And is this where Muji went? Is he with the Jets?
Yeah. Yeah.
Darren Mugi?
Yeah. I mean, do you think Justin Fields do they believe in Justin Fields? It's going to be interesting.
I don't think they believe in anybody else. This just isn't a good quarterback draft. I mean, I know that you want.
I want it to be.
You want it to be Shedeur Sanders here, don't you? Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You want him to go to the Jets to die?
No, I don't actually.
All right. I don't either.
What time does the draft start? The draft starts as soon as the Broncos are on.
That's right.
Yep, we are. So right now we are between picks 6 and 7 now.
If the Jets skip on Warren here,
then we just got to have him get past the Colts.
You got to get him past the Bears too.
Yeah.
Of course, the Bears could go running back or tight end. Yeah, it's good. It's about to get so far. Nothing has happened, really, that in the realistic sense to the Broncos yet. I don't think most of us really expected Genty to fall enough for the Broncos to be able to move all the way up.
I did.
Ben, what's your buddy's channel that you are live with right now? Thank you so much, Manny G. It is mic'd up. Mike Carmelini, just like it says right there, Mike Carmelini. I wish I could paste something here. I wish that my partner Ben would have given me control of some of this stuff. I could have helped you guys out, but I thank you for asking. It's
Ooh, Membu. So
they did go Membu?
Yeah, Membu, baby. That's huge.
That is huge.
Wow.
Let's go.
Guys, Warren's a fallen. That's
Warren's
great, man.
fallen.
That is really good. So looking here, interesting that a lot of folks actually had Membu, the tackle from Missouri, actually ranked above who we saw just go off the board with Will Campbell. More of a raw athlete, I guess, and he needs a great offensive line coach like we have, obviously, with the Denver Broncos right now and Zach Strief. But yeah, good for the Jets to not be trying to go get more weapons. I wonder if Ashton Genty was there, if the Jets would have taken him, and then you are all of a sudden looking at the Broncos being able to be in trade positions. It kind of stinks that.
Yeah.
Also, if Genty went to the Jaguars, then all of a sudden you could maybe make a trade for ETN. But I'm happy because we don't need a tackle right now. So
yeah, again, this is nothing's changing for the Broncos yet. I mean, if you want to count Genty as a hit, go ahead. But I don't see it that way. So far, nothing. The Tyler Warren coming farther down is good for us.
Yep.
Like all this is good for us so far. So this is still a really good draft for the Broncos right here. Guys, I mic'd up live, says Mike Carmelina right there. I just put it in the chat. That's our that's my show,
1,000, man.
So on my show, I've got I get a host from a Broncos show and a host from another Broncos show. Like Ben here, I've had DMAC,
Brandon Perna,
yeah, Ryan Edwards, everybody. Let's Talk Broncos guys. I've had everybody comes on, and I get one from one show, one from the other, and we do trivia, we do questions, we do taboo, and we keep score, and we have a blast. And it's a different show every week, and it's going to be, it's going to go all year. And would love to have you guys over there. We have a lot of audience participation. They come in and ask some questions too. We let you guys ask some trivia questions. We'll let you answer some of them. So yeah, it's been a blast. And Ben, being my guy, is going to be a regular on the show. So yeah, please come over and subscribe real quick while you do. See, look at it, 749 subscribers. I need to get to 1,000.
Basically, my Super Bowl dude was when I beat DMAC in that. So it was like I've listened to DMAC my whole life, and I beat him on the show like I mean,
him like a dog.
Yep, I know.
Beat him down.
I know the guy who keeps score, so it was.
I know DMAC's watching this right now. Hi, Darren. I love you, man, but he kicked your ass, dude. It's so obvious.
All right, so who we got? We got.
I lost track of where we were. I was so excited about talking about mic'd up.
Right, so we got the.
So they went Membu, right?
Yep.
And so the Panthers picked. Ooh, what did the Panthers do here? Jalen Walker. So now that I've missed, I can just say whatever I want.
Yeah. Do they go Shedeur? Do they go Jackson? Do they trade back? At this point, if you're Denver, do you trade up? Because this is the team where Sean Payton.
Who are they trading up for?
They love him. If you think Warren, people were saying Warren is a top 5 pick, man. So he's here now. I feel like Evan Ingram has made me forget about our need for tight end, but.
Yes, this is where you would trade up for Warren if you wanted to. He's the only one I think that you would need to trade up for here.
Yeah.
Now, Carolina, could they take Warren here? Who's there? Do they have a good tight end there in Carolina? I'm not familiar with them.
No, remember Greg Olsen?
No, they have a terrible defense, right?
Yeah. They have a lot of needs, and so this will be a show of like, are smoke screens real or not? Because the Carolina Panthers coach came out and said, hey, we feel good about Bryce and all. We got cooking here, and we need defense in this draft. So let's hope he's true to his word, because the Broncos had a top 3 defense before the offseason, and then we went out and got a Pro Bowler and Super Bowl contender. And so yeah, any defender going off here is great for us.
Honestly, Ben, looking at Mike's stuff and just thinking back and who's available, they've got to go Jalen here, right? Jalen Walker just makes too much sense for their team. They need some playmakers. Let me see who's mocked to them. Daniel Jeremiah. Oh, he's got Mason Graham. So
still on the board. Yeah, we could really use a run on defense. And then, man, if Sean Payton's sitting at 20, and you got Warren, Colston Loveland, and O'Marion Hampton all there, and he gets to pick, we'll really see who we loved.
Mason Graham went to Cleveland. I think.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. I guess I'll go. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go Jalen Walker here.
I'm gonna pick it every time until I'm wrong. This is Shedeur Sanders. Tom Brady texted Cleveland, is like, "Hey, I messed up, guys. Shedeur's good. Shedeur Sanders is going here."
Looks like the chat agrees.
I'll say Shedeur or Jackson Dart here.
You need some sleep, my friend.
I know, man.
Jackson Dart, come on. They can't do that to their rookie QB.
Yeah, but I mean, Derek Carr, he just got a new house in New Orleans.
Oh, you on the Saints?
Actually,
the Saints.
Oh,
you moved to the Saints.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I said. Yeah, they're
Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, sorry. I went ahead.
Shedeur could go here.
Yeah,
Shedeur could go to the Saints.
Yeah. Man, I guess, is Tyler Warren generational?
No.
Dude, there are so many people at Lambeau, they've spilled into the field. So this made Detroit's watch party look bad. How sick would it be if Denver got the draft sometime? Like, imagine 16th Street Mall, like you could shut down I-25, have everybody out.
Or we had the Super Bowl parade.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Pick is in. Carolina Panthers select Tet McMillan, dude. So it was a smokescreen.
Okay.
It was a smokescreen because they said we need
good weapons.
Yep. They said we need defense, and they went offense.
Good for them. Good pick. I like it. I like it for them.
Yeah, if you're trying to make the fact that you passed on CJ Stroud look better, get him some weapons there.
Yeah, well, there's that too.
But to me, I think that there were a lot of folks talking about Tet McMillan becoming a Denver Bronco, and the big concern with him was that leaked video of him at a mall food court, like outside of a Panda Express. Love me some Panda Express too.
She just made me hungry. I'm so hungry.
I know, it sounds so good, dude. But outside of a Panda Express, and somebody asked him about watching film, and he said, "I never watch film." And he's like, "Who's your favorite team in the NFL?" He says, "I don't really watch football." And
that was when he was a freshman, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of that where, like, at this level, you can have all the physical gifts in the world in college. At this level, you got to love the game and be able to play through a broken back like Bo Nix can. And yeah, but good luck for him. And
I changed the name of the Rockies to Brokeback Mountain. Did you know that?
I didn't know.
Yeah. For Bo. Bowback Mountain.
Bowback Mountain. All right. So yeah, that he's not even on there. I guess he was on there.
I'm glad he's off the board. Doesn't have a lot of speed. Okay.
Yeah, and you see those,
the guys that we're planning on are still falling towards us. You're right, AC. That is correct. We're still doing good here. This is still lining up quite well. Yep. Now, you know who I don't see? I still don't see Warren finding a home here.
Not here, no, for sure not.
That's what I'm saying.
Then Chicago, probably.
Now, Chicago's big. Is this Hampton? Is this Henderson? Is this Loveland? Is this Warren?
Love it. Yeah, I mean, I think Saints pick is in. Do you think Shedeur here?
I don't, but I think it's possible that this is the first place that I would give you the possibility that it could be him. This is the first place I could give you that.
You really didn't think the Raiders would? Obviously, they didn't.
No. I
Wow.
had 0.1 maybe, just to give it some chance. But no, I never even considered the fact that they would take him there. And
Mr.
I'm not
Football,
sure.
Oops, sorry. Mr. Football just said, I'm mad we didn't get Genty. For sure, it's I think we all had pipe dreams that he's going to follow us. But one of my favorite lines from Coach Mike Malone was, "We don't skip steps," and then he got fired. But I think trading up for a running back, there's old school people who think even drafting a running back in the first round is a bit rich, and you shouldn't do it unless you have the perfect team made, which I agree with. But you definitely don't trade up for him. So at the end of the day, I'm bummed because that would have been sick, but I think that was the smart move for the Broncos to not trade up for that.
Yeah, same. I'm the same as you. I'm bummed because I love living the dream,
Yeah.
But yeah, realistically, that was never like, and a part of me doesn't really think that Warren is, but now with the Saints on the clock, the possibility of them going Shador here, and I lost my my cheat sheet that you sent me.
Oh, I can throw it back up.
Which kind of stinks.
Let me throw that back up here. Yeah. Go to cheatsheets.org / Ben, I think is the
his name was Mike Band.
Faded Wolf Gaming. Oh, that sounds cool, dude. I'll have to check that out. Faded Wolf Gaming. Go Broncos. Excited to see who we get. Glad to catch you live. Ben, love the content. My prayers have been with you and your family. Feeling it, man.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Denver Broncos for life. Bro, did you just end that with my email password for pretty much my whole life? I better go change that.
Denver Broncos for life.
Y'all know that's true, right? Like that truly was my first ever email address. Go find it. And I think my AOL Instant Messenger account was Denver Broncos for life. That was my password.
All of mine have 7 or 007 in it.
You're not supposed to say that because if there's Russian bots, they'll hack
all of them. They already have.
Okay.
There's nothing to take.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're good. I own everything I own is here, and I keep all my money under my bed. So if you guys can figure out where I live, then you'll be fine.
I know where you live. You live in Breckenridge in a ski lodge. I see it right behind you.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Now I have to move my money again.
All right, so this was a potential trade up place, but they're all the Saints war room is standing up. Obviously, they got their pick in, and yeah, they seem happy. But Sean Payton easily could have traded there, and I think if Genty falls past the Raiders, maybe they do trade up there. But
I mean, Shador Sanders is a slight possibility here.
Yeah,
Jackson Dart.
I say Jackson Dart or Shador.
Okay. Makes sense.
Here it is. Pick is in, big dog. With the 9th pick, the New Orleans Saints select Kelvin Banks Jr., offensive tackle. So offensive tackle run, boy. I'm here for it. I am here for an offensive tackle run because guess what? We got 2 of them. We don't need it. So let's go, dude.
So Warren makes it all the way
out of the top 10.
Holy smokes. Sean and George Payton are working the phones right now, guys.
Yeah, but if the Bears want him, they're going to take him here. So there's no one else to call.
We don't know. Yeah, but we don't know what the Bears. We don't know if the Bears want Hampton or.
Oh, you don't think I talked to Ben Johnson? We have the same name, Mike. Yeah, I do, Mike, and I'm sorry, offended, and you're canceled.
Full disclosure, I have not talked.
They're going to select him right now, dude. Poor Shador. I feel bad, man. I really do.
Okay, so guys, thank you so much. Like a bunch of you subscribe to my channel. Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
Let's do it. You guys are awesome.
That's awesome.
I mean, I don't have 20.3 thousand, but you know, everyone helps.
The thing that you
watch the show. It's a ton of fun. I promise I'm gonna have Ben on like every week, all season. If you love Ben, you're gonna love my channel because we're gonna be on each other's channel the whole time.
We need my mom to go sub to you. So shout out Ben's mom. Go sub to Mike.
Ben's mom, please sub to my channel. My mother did, and then both of our moms will, and then Ben and I will actually be the brothers that we want to be.
Yep.
He's my little brother, and I love him.
The cool part is like my mom will battle some of the haters in
the chat.
Comments. Oh yeah, people say mean stuff about me.
Fine. They're
like
just
stuff
emotional.
like Yeah, they say that I look like a vegan teenage girl, and I don't know how to take it really.
Yeah, Coda says Shador is going to Pitt, and that would be the biggest chance so far. I agree with you, Coda. Yep. Joe says, I see the Broncos moving up soon. I know they got to be trying. I mean, one of his guys is in range now. This is the range where the Broncos can move from 20 to 10-ish, 11. The pick is in at 10, so now you're talking 11. And I said this 2 weeks ago on the show that the 49ers are definitely a trade target. You know that we work well with the 49ers. So this
dude,
is
they have
a
so
possibility.
many picks though.
They need them.
Yeah.
Because they're getting rid of a lot of people.
I just don't think they trade back.
You think they go with like a Walter Nolan or something like that?
Yeah, I think they need a pick. They wanted Ashton maybe too, but Kittle is also in trade negotiations, and it doesn't seem to be going well.
That's the thing about Warren. Warren here, if they want Warren here, we got to see what Chicago did first because Chicago is definitely a landing spot for Tyler Warren.
The Bears are goofy. Who is your least favorite NFC team? Let us know in the comments. To me, it's Chicago. I cannot stand the Bears. I went to college at a little school in Deerfield, Illinois called Trinity, and it's not there anymore. I shut that down.
Good for you.
Yeah, but no, I didn't really. But Bears fans are insufferable. And so I would absolutely love if they miss this. Oh, so we're not even getting a pick right now. They're talking about the schedule release, which I'm curious to hear.
Yeah. The Bears are the Bears are going to take Warren or Loveland or Loveland.
Yeah. You think Colson Loveland?
So they get to choose between the two.
The thing with Colson Loveland that scares me is his labrum or whatever, and he didn't work out at all in any of it didn't run the combines. But
we'll watch his tape.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, dude. And especially University of Michigan did not have a quarterback after JJ left, and he played very serviceably. So
Mark Ryan, I like your profile pic. It's so good it looks fake. Bill Bates, a man after. You must be watching my show if you know about my Scatabo agenda I've been pushing all off season. He's RB4 for me, much to the chagrin of all my draft nerd analysts who think I'm a little cray-cray. So if the Bears take Warren or Loveland, then San Francisco, that gets a little scary with San Francisco. It says the pick is in. Do we have a pick?
Nope, not yet. We got a bunch of cheeseheads. This will be the biggest boo of the night for sure, because this is in Green Bay. Obviously, it's going to get wild right here. All right, pick is in for the Chicago Bears. And yeah, Roger Goodell's doing a whole thing about avoiding Ray Rice footage, not watching it. He's talking about deflated footballs. Actually, he's probably talking about something sad, and I shouldn't make fun of it because I can't hear it. Oh, he is. Shouldn't have said that. So Steve McMichael. Oh, I remember that story. That was a cool story.
Steve McMichael?
Yeah.
What was that?
He had an injury, and was in a breathing tube and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So QB on the Saints is going to be, we're going to find out real quick that Spencer Rattler and Bo Nix aren't even in the same universe, because Spencer Rattler will be getting the starts for the New Orleans Saints. So, and again, what a bad thing for Shador to say, I'd rather roll with Spencer Rattler than have you fall there to them.
Shador, man, if it's not Pittsburgh, somebody's either going to have to trade back into the first, or he's gone to the second.
Yep. Oh, right? I would feel so bad for him. This is a good take here. You see how the Bears have to play against Detroit twice a year, have to play against the Vikings twice a year, Packers twice a year, all great offenses.
Oh, it's Colston Loveland. Sorry
Really?
if I just did that. It just came up on my screen. I don't know if I was supposed to
Whoa.
announce that. It's Loveland. So
Whoa.
Tyler Warren in play.
Wow.
San Francisco's on the clock. All right, here's your
So
chance.
is this our little tight end
Do we move
run
up
here? I just don't think the
Colts? He's
49ers
not getting
would do
past the
that.
Colts.
No, but I don't think the 49ers have any incentive to. They got like 100 compensatory picks this year, and then they get like 100 more next year because they get compensatory picks for Hufanga and Greenlaw. They don't need any more picks.
Well, so
And
San Francisco the picks in, bro.
yeah, there's no way. So, but I don't think they get Tyler Warren either because they have Kittle. But man, Colston Loveland, man, talk to me about him. Why do you think he went above Tyler Warren when everyone has
I think that
Tyler Warren as a top 5 player?
Well, and it's always depend on who you talk to, and it's always smoke screen season. You got to remember that. And a lot of people early were talking about Tyler Warren being like you said, this generational player, but he wasn't. He was a really, really good player, and I love him. But Colson Loveland is just like runs great routes, like is a pass catching tight end, like a weapon. He's a weapon. And so it just depends on pick your poison kind of thing. I think Tyler Warren is probably a better overall well-rounded tight end, but Loveland is actually special and as a weapon, and he would have been a great Bronco. So good for them. Good for the Bears. He can go die there at the Bears now.
Yeah. I also
he'll
think
never amount to anything there.
I think in the short term, he and Evan Ingram, you can't play them at the same time. Really, they're kind of the same player. Where
you can, but it limits you, Ben. Yeah,
I think you can. I think you can play Evan Ingram and Tyler Warren at the same time in a way that you couldn't. You could almost Gronkowski,
yes,
Aaron Hernandez with a lot less murder.
You run 12 personnel with Loveland and Ingram. It would be difficult because it would be a tell. You would be saying we're passing the ball out of 12 personnel. But I mean, it doesn't matter now. He's gone. This stuff is so important right this minute. But if you think back to last draft and the last draft before, this is, it's good for the Bears. We don't know. We're here to. This is one where we do take one off the board for the Broncos here, but we still have Warren as a target. And I was on earlier today, and I was asked, would you take 2 running backs or a running back and a wide receiver if you had to choose between those 2? And I was tempted to say 2 running backs, which is how bad we need running backs. And guess what? Everybody but Genty is still on the board. So we are sitting good.
Yeah. I think another silver lining of this for sure is if he was still on the board at 22 or any closer, the Chargers were going to snatch him up so fast.
Chargers are going to take Loveland. Yeah.
Yep. And so good for us that not only did the Chargers miss out on Evan Ingram because your Denver Broncos took him, but also Chargers miss out on getting the next one. So now they're going to be on option C, D, E, F for who their tight end is. So that's great.
It's going to be interesting to see if San Francisco or the Colts take Warren.
I don't think San Fran, and if they do, then all of a sudden George Kittle is on the block, and all right. So
but they could. You don't have to wait until the guy's gone to get his replacement. I mean, Kittle's got a year. Like how old is Kittle? 50?
Yeah, I think he's the same age as Evan Ingram. Let's see.
31, 32.
Let's see, George. Yeah, 31. So way younger than Travis Kelce.
Miles left.
Yeah.
But if they're, I'm saying it wouldn't be a bad move for San Francisco to replace him now. They could.
I get my Harbaughs mixed up all the time. I said John and I meant Jim or Jim and John. They're the same person. They're both pretty mid, I think.
I can see San Francisco go defense here, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we still got that edge rusher. Let's pull up
we got edge rushers. We got defensive tackles. And what have we done in this draft so far as that stuff goes? Like nothing really.
Yeah. Right? So, they could still get Mason Graham here. We know the other thing with the 49ers is they really, really wanted
Graham is the only one.
Yeah, 49ers really wanted DJ Jones back. And again, the Broncos stole 3 dudes they wanted. And so, that would be for them to get him. That'd be great for them. And Love looking at this big board too. Let me throw this on here. Because I think that'll help us see some other stuff here.
Are these?
All right, so coming up here for gone. Tet McMillan gone. Mason Graham gone. Campbell gone. Tackle gone. So really, the Ringers board's looking their big board is looking good. So here it is, guys, for Broncos, looking at, man, that 8th best player in this draft still on the board. But then here's where we're looking for 49ers. I think this would be my guess, is they go here. Dude, is there any world that Shanahan gets Shedeur? He's dancing on my screen right now. What if like all that Brock Purdy stuff is, dude, what if the 49ers get Shedeur's right now?
I just think I always know that you're crazy, but the amount of you're crazy has really increased tonight.
No, he was on ESPN at his draft party, and he's dancing like he's, oh man. But my logical pick is Jalen Walker. But dude, what if they're like, hey, we're not going to give Brock Purdy a mega deal because he's mid, and we're going to
predict Shedeur Sanders to go to every team from now on, aren't you? Like everyone.
All right, they're making the pick.
All right, let's go. I'm ready for it.
Logberry just finished practice. Do we trade up? Sounds like reports are we tried and we did not. We were not successful. Ashton Genty went to the Raiders. That's the biggest thing for us, but we still got Tyler Warren on the board. Bears took Colston Loveland. Tet McMillan also off the board, surprisingly, to the Carolina Panthers. We got a fellow service member. We got a lot of vets in the chat, which is awesome. We got Mike as a vet, and now we got a vet announcing the pick. So I wonder how they do this, man, because like, when does he record this? Is this live?
Well, I'm trying to get my stream back up. I've lost my television, so I'm depending on you again.
Here he comes. So the service member just clapped him up, and now Roger Goodell's giving it. Oh, cool, man. We got USA Chance breaking out because Murica. Oh, that's cool, man. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome, Mike.
437th MP Company. Iraq, awesome. Let's go.
11th pick in the NFL draft.
Panama.
Yep.
Mikhail.
Guys, nailed
Williams.
it. Yep.
Oh, that's good news again.
Yep.
The fall of Warren. Cowboys. If the Cowboys go weapon, Miami goes weapon. Indianapolis Colts is the last hurdle. Come on, Sean, make a call. Let's go.
All right. So my Shedeur Sanders thought was wrong, right?
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the Cowboys, Shedeur Sanders. What are your thoughts, Ben?
No, this is the one time I will not. Okay. Well, dude, what's crazy is Jerry. Jerry Jones.
I'm not wearing headphones. Did you notice that?
You look good.
No echo? No echo?
Oh wow.
What's up?
No echo. I love it.
Wow. That makes me happy.
Shedeur, guys. Mark my words. Tom Brady, he's in Shedeur's phone. He's texting Jerry and saying, Jerry, take him, get rid of Dak. No, okay, he's definitely not. But you think Dallas goes tight end here? Do you think Dallas goes?
I think they go wide receiver, or let's see what Mike Bann. Let's see what he's got. Genty McMillan. So those are gone.
Yeah.
Matthew Golden was a name that we heard a lot lately.
Yeah.
Let's see who's been mocked here. Okay, so Tyler Booker. Let's see what Jeremiah says. So Jeremiah had Tet McMillan going there.
Yep.
So yeah, I could see Golden. He's the speedy one, right?
Yep.
And
fastest 40 time at the combine for Matthew Golden.
That might be something there. And Tyler Booker, guard, yeah.
But you still got Jalen Walker there as a linebacker.
And Jalen Walker to pair him with who's their all-pro?
The one is
linebacker. Dallas.
He's got his own podcast.
It's tough, guys. We got so many names
Parsons,
flying around.
Right?
Yes.
Parsons.
And Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons, yeah.
I mean, that'd be a kind of a deadly little duo, but that'd probably be over investment into a position of not need, and it's not. That probably wouldn't be that smart. So
doesn't seem like a Jerry move, right?
It does not. Pick is in though, and the Dolphins are on the clock. I thought Genty would have looked great in a Miami Dolphins.
They're getting Shedeur Sanders though, so
yeah, probably Sanders probably here. Guys, we're getting close. Hang in there, Denver Broncos.
Guys, we are so close.
See them on the screen now.
That's good. All right, so we got the pick is in. Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Booker, Alabama.
Yeah.
Whoa, man, he wasn't on any.
Yeah, Tyler Booker. Well, he was. Tyler Booker was. It was Daniel Jeremiah's pick for him, guard.
Oh, he was.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's where Daniel Jeremiah had him going.
Wow.
And it's obvious that your headphones aren't working because I literally just said this, didn't I, guys? Back me up, chat. I know this is Ben's show. It's his chat, but
it's our
Carmelini.
It's our Naja.
It's ours.
That seems like a big reach for them.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, he seems like a Cowboy, man. He's got that kind of.
I think that they needed some offensive line help there. I think Dak's been kind of running for his life lately. I think he's a better quarterback than. I think a lot of teams would be happy to have a Dak. I'm glad we don't, but having been starved for quarterback for 10 years, it's easy to get frustrated with somebody like, Dak, but he's
man, you got a lot of people saying he's a second round guy, and that just shows me
Tyler Booker.
Yeah, dude, look at this big board I have right here that you got him as. Oh, I'm sharing something different, but yeah, like he's. I obviously everybody has different takes, but yeah, you see General mocks him like 33, his average draft position. So to get him there when Broncos are trying to call up, I think Sean Payton is sitting pretty saying, hey, I've got 2 or 3 guys I'm in love with here. And then, but man, taking a guard with your first pick, like where'd we get Quinn Meinerz, dude? Like, and he's an all-pro.
No, I totally agree. Agree. I'm just saying if Daniel Jeremiah had him him there, I mean, he's got Tyler Booker, guard Alabama, to the Cowboys at 12. Yeah. It's not like it's that big of a shock.
Yeah.
But I agree. If you probably go to his draft profile, and he's a second round. But I think most people, aside from the ones that we're still missing, like a lot of these guys in the first round, guys are going to have second round grades on them. There are only like 13 players with first round grades on them, according to a lot of people.
And a bunch of them still on the board for us, which is great.
Yeah, only just over a third of these players have first round grades. Colts will definitely pick Warren. Dak's top 10 QB. Mark, I think you're close there. It could be. I'd have to think about it, but I don't give the Cowboys much thought. Hampton could still be the pick, and Albright.
I put my kids to bed 2 hours ago, and I hear footsteps above me. Give me 2 seconds.
Go check them.
Mike, tell some jokes.
All right, so a Cowboy, a Redskin, and Daniel Jeremiah walk into a bar. And now you guys have to fill in the punchline. Why does it look like... Doesn't Ben have the best lighting? Look at that chair. He is like pampered in his studio. I got a new chair too, though, so I'm not going to cry about it. And I'd show you the rest of my studio if I could. So we just got junk all over the wall in here. And then I got my Elway stuff on top. So I just wanted you guys to see all that before Ben got back. But he came to ruin the fun.
Oh, no. Were you guys having fun? Dude,
I was going to give him a tour. I was going to give him a tour.
Oh, that would have been cool. I was upstairs. All of the burners in my stove were going. Kids had...
They were not.
The kids were going... No, they... they're
just
fine.
running around. They're just being kids.
Yeah, exactly.
You got mother-in-laws there? You got somebody there with you?
No, mother-in-law's with wife, so it's just me.
Oh, okay.
I got all 4 kids down.
Just us and the 1,000 people watching right now?
Yep. Let's go.
Let's go.
You get shiny chair. That's what Brandon Pern always says when he leaves. You get chair.
He does?
Okay. Let's go Broncos for sure. All right, so next up we got Miami Dolphins. What's everybody's thought on Miami? Not running back. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, this is where the Broncos need. I just still say this is where the Broncos need to be trying to trade at for Warren. Get in front of the Colts here.
Bidding war now. Yeah, this is obviously our last chance at getting in front of the Colts if we wanted Warren. Dude,
I mean, they don't list any tight ends for Miami. And the number one
in, though.
Yeah. Oh shit. So then the number 1 pick for the Colts is Tyler Warren.
Yep.
So,
but dude,
the dream may die here, folks.
I don't know, man.
Tyler Warren.
Are we sure that Indy is happy with their quarterback situation? They shouldn't be.
You think they go Shador?
I mean, he's got to go at some point. Great take here. I was shocked. Great take here. We got Land Warriors, and I think Estime makes a giant step. I hope we get Warren because I'm not sold on Evan. He might seriously be washed. 2 years ago, he had 107 catches in a year. I don't think he's washed, but I don't think he's got a long runway. So, yeah, I think you're right, man. Getting a tight end would be sweet here. And I actually am a huge Estime believer for sure.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not hot or cold on Estime. I just haven't seen enough from him yet.
Yeah,
I'm hopeful. Love his size, and I love his tape from Notre Dame. But
we're built very similarly. Just kind of stacked. Like we only wear shirts for warmth because we're just so muscly that like you got to show it off. Great question here. We got Axel Kovic. Who are your favorite ever Denver Bronco? Mike, who's your favorite ever Denver Bronco?
John Elway.
Yeah.
Right.
First Bronco I was ever like obsessed with was Eddie Mack, and the Mack is back now. Ed McCaffrey, 87 man. Loved him. Love Shannon. You can't talk about Shannon Sharp anymore. He's kind of getting fired all over the place. And then like modern day true, like that's what makes this so fun is that Bo Nix is like, he is on the trajectory to be my favorite ever Denver Bronco. Cause he's we didn't draft John Elway. Like we traded for him, and we are going to have a quarterback that our kids are going to fall in love with, that we drafted, that we saw before anyone else. So, I'll say my favorite current Bronco, obviously Bo Chapman Nix.
Bo Nix, my favorite.
Dude, seeing a lot of everyone else in the chat, let us know. I love that question. Ooh, Philip Lindsay, dude. Yes. Carl Mecklenburg. Wish I seen tons of YouTube highlights, but Steve Atwater. Love that.
Yeah, these are all Broncos greats. Yeah, but
who's the Bruise?
Elway was with the Broncos for 17 years.
What? Dang, dude. I just caught his last.
The Bruise. Oh, that's Eddie Mack.
Oh, Eddie I didn't know that was his nickname. Oh, that's cool.
I don't know that it was, but I think he was always bruised up.
Oh yeah,
like everywhere from taking hits. Brian, confirm that's what you were talking about with the
DeMarcus Ware, dude. Fake spin, sickest move ever. Vaughn, love that.
It looks like we got a pick. Looks like Miami made their pick. Hasn't been announced yet.
Walking up here, so Vonster.
And the Colts are on the clock.
Deep cut there. It was DC talk. No one else knows that.
What happened?
Eddie Mack, and the Mack is back in Slack. All right, we got
right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, dude, Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle from the University of Michigan. Good, smart pick for them. He was on. Ranked really high.
Daniel Jeremiah had Mason Graham going there, so he had defensive tackle there, or maybe that was Schrager. And Let's see who did. Oh, they've got projected trades on here. I hate when they do that in their mocks.
So let's take a look here because Miami's another team we're going to have to obviously be playing for a playoff spot. And, you just kind of are hoping Tua continues to flame out. For a hot second there, Mike McDaniel seemed to be like the next big deal, and he's kind of fallen off a cliff. And so that's great. But you're seeing that they got, where is he? Michigan. Did I skip over him?
Who are you looking for?
This latest pick here for the
Kenneth Grant.
Yeah. That was a guy you actually heard driving home from the hospital. I was listening to 850 and they were saying that was the name they had. Why is he not popping up here? Did I scroll past him?
I don't know. Oh, he's got to be higher than that. He's got to be way higher than that.
James.
Is this best available or this is player rankings? This
is all of them, player rankings.
Oh. Whose board is that?
It's Todd McShay and all those guys at the Ringers. Yeah.
Oh, Ringer. Okay.
That seems like a big. How is he not on here?
I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, because that was a player you heard a lot of. Maybe he's just not high on him. There's no way he's down here.
That would surprise me.
Yeah. Weird. Well,
it's not Shedeur Sanders.
No, it's not. All right. Any chance Shedeur goes here?
Indy already made the point now. There's no chance that Shedeur goes to the Colts. Sorry.
Ooh, I like this, man, from our Chiefs creator. John Elway's helicopter run, top 3 greatest Super Bowl moment ever. I would say other than this past Super Bowl with just Eagles getting back in Mahomes' backfield of 4, I would say, 100%. No, man. That was when I knew I loved the game of football. When that Super Bowl 32, you get Terrell Davis with a concussion and Shanahan saying, "Go in. I'm not really going to give you the ball. Just pretend I am." A lot of people saying,
they'll never believe it if you're not in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Colts pick is in.
Is it going to be Warren here? I mean, they have to take Warren.
Indianapolis Colts select Tyler Warren. Okay, dude. Do you actually start thinking about trading back here? What do you think? Ooh, look at this. Best favorite ever Bronco here. Champ freaking Bailey.
Yeah, that's a good one. Light, cheesy.
My dog upstairs is actually named Bailey after the aforementioned Champ Bailey. So, oh man, dude, this was shaping up good. This was shaping up really good.
It's still. No, it still is.
Yeah.
No, it's not time to trade back.
You don't think so?
No, because running back is our number 1 need.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't forget the part. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks away. Let's see what happens here. See if somebody wants to come up and get Shedeur at 20. And if they do,
I'm the one who says Shedeur.
I'm sorry.
Shedeur, everyone's going to get Shedeur. Yep, everyone's getting Shedeur right here.
To get ahead of the Steelers for who? Who would it be?
Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders. I've heard
Colorado.
of him.
Yep.
Colorado quarterback. So if that's the case, then they do, and we sign off, and we check in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I hope we would trade back into the first round. You got the.
That's the thing.
You do get the 5th round with a guy or you get the 5th year if you draft him in the first round, and we know that's the thing with the Raiders picking Ashton Genty there, that no other than Bijan Robinson with Atlanta, there's not a single player in the top 10 or the last 10 seasons who's still with a team that drafted them at 1 who plays the running back position. So you kind of want them for the full 5 years at least. So I think if we trade back and then trade back in, I'd be good with that.
Yeah.
Shedeur to Pittsburgh. Man, I did not think Shedeur was falling this far. Well, we know.
I can't believe you didn't think he was.
I was just hoping. I like him.
Yeah. I would have taken him over Cam Ward, but I'm crazy like that. But after that, he's gone. I just knew there was no place for him.
Oh, dude, it just would not have cost that much to trade up to 12.
You really wanted that tight end, huh?
Yeah. But I'm at what I wanted out of this draft was a running back. I just got
I want a
greedy and
running
thought we
back.
could get, yeah. So if we have Sean Payton's guy here, we should all be losing our minds because we are a running back away from being a deep playoff team. So,
If
and that's probably
somebody,
just greedy to think we could get one in the second, you know?
if somebody here takes a running back and then you see the Broncos trade back,
You know, that was our guy.
yeah. Sean's not going to trade out if his guy's on the board.
Yeah.
So,
Great point. It's all about the fit. Yeah.
And I don't know
how many people wanted us to trade back for Bo Nix, and how are they looking right now? You know?
Yeah. No. So we got Atlanta.
Definitely not a running back destination.
No.
Arizona has a good running back too.
Yep, they're good.
So Cincinnati.
I can't see any of these guys going for running backs.
Cincinnati needs defense. Dude, how crazy would it be?
There's no running back needy teams in front of us right now.
Yeah.
So he should have his pick between Hampton, Henderson.
Yeah, so we'll know who his guy is for sure. Did you see his daughter who worked for like a fantasy football company released her mock draft? She has the Broncos getting Hampton at 20. And I thought that was a sure sign that that's not what we were doing, because I thought Sean Payton would never let his daughter tweet out his draft pick like that. But maybe that was his smokescreen.
My information on that is that she has no more information than we do.
Okay.
And she's free to do whatever she wants. She doesn't have inside information on what that pick would be.
But still, dude, it's your dad.
Because I asked the question, and I do have people that know, and they're like, yeah, no, she's just a huge fan, but she's not playing the game for her dad. Dude, she's like doing what we're doing. Yeah,
but it's you send that out. Sean
her dad is not going to give her the picks with that big mouth that she has. He's not going to know, but he's not going to tell her.
But I bet you she sends it to him, dude. Sean Payton controls everything. He spray paints the logo of the opposing team on our field. Sean Payton controls everything. So
he doesn't control this show.
Yeah. Well, Sean, is that you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's getting close, guys.
Oh man, I'm feeling it.
We're getting close. I'm starting to get pumped.
Dude, end of the day, it could be really easy now to be discouraged because you see Ashton go, you see Colston go, you see Warren go. We've got it. Sean Payton, tell me, and Mike, you tell me one miss that Sean Payton has had since he was here. He sends off Randy Gregory, and we're like, what are you doing? Randy Gregory never plays another snap in the NFL. Frank Clark gone. We replaced Justin Simmons with a better safety.
Simmons was the first one that came to mind, and that worked out.
And dude, so Sean Payton is batting 1,000. Sean Payton won. He won the Super Bowl with the New Orleans Saints, and you can't even comprehend what a feat that is. That would be like the Charlotte Hornets winning an NBA championship. They were the laughing stock of the NFL, and he turned them around. And so we trusted him last year with Bo Nix. I was a little bummed because I was like, oh, Brock Bowers. And I looked like the biggest idiot ever. And now I want a Bo Nix tattoo on my lower back.
Like a tramp stamp?
I wouldn't call it that. And Bo wouldn't either.
I mean, everybody else would.
Yeah. Well,
so probably don't do that.
They better not say that to my face.
They wouldn't, because you'd be turned the other way. They'd be saying it to your lower back, which would be even more weird. Especially if you were wearing a shirt that would show that, which would be even more awkward.
I got a crop top Bo Nix jersey. That'd be sick.
I'm going to be in Key West next week, all week.
Yeah.
True story. We're leaving for Key West Sunday night. Ooh. And I could probably sport, a cutoff shirt down there and fit right in, but I won't.
How funny would this be? Sanders or the Falcons? They pay Kirk Cousins all that money.
So let's talk about it, guys.
Penix. Yeah.
Let's talk about it. What's the chances that Shedeur Sanders goes to the Atlanta Falcons now, since this has become the Shedeur Sanders?
I'll give that an actual zero. Zero chance.
Yeah. 0.00. Gosh, I do like the way this lines up for running backs for the Broncos, though. They better not trade back. If they do, I want my money back.
Dude, I guess here's the thing. Glass always full, man. This is the deepest running back class in NFL history, and that's not me saying it. That's every single person I watch on all these shows. And we're going to come out of it at 20 with the second best running back. You got to feel good about that,
I feel great about it. I mean, we're in a position now where we're taking the best running back that was ever going to be available to us.
And dude, some people said Hampton was actually better than Ashton Genty. Like people in the
He's more proven.
Yeah,
he's more proven.
You look at Bill Belichick going to that division, like that's an actual ACC is a way better division than playing on blue football field against a bunch of the JV kids on your high school, you know. What'll be really fun, dude? What'll be really fun is like if there's all of them available, us saying who we think it is. Cause are we sure it's Hampton? Could it be Caleb Johnson? Could it be, I don't know. Could it be Scattaboo? Could it be?
Hey, Moody Doodle. I wouldn't predict Sanders to Falcons since they have 2 QBs.
Yeah.
No, we're not really doing that. It's just a bit.
Yeah. Because I've been calling Shedeur Sanders every pick.
Pretty much every team. So
yeah.
I think the next team that is a chance is the Steelers at 21 for Sanders.
Or if anybody wants him, you got to jump in front of the Steelers.
Yeah, this is where the Giants could jump back into the chat, try and get up in front of the Steelers and get their quarterback. But I think we all heard that it was Jackson Dart that they were after, but that could be smokescreen too. You never know.
Tom, great assertion. I quickly, every time I got broken up with in high school, I always convinced myself how it was really like my idea.
Never liked her anyway.
Yeah,
she had a little hair on her upper lip right here. I could see it. You always got to find it.
Yeah, I should make a channel for the Colorado Avalanche. Dude, honestly, hockey's way too fast for me. I need it to. Do you remember when they used to highlight the puck? Like I don't. I only know if it was good or bad play if there's a goal. Like I wish I got it. I watched last night. It was cool to see the return and all that, but I don't understand it. It's crazy. All right, here we go. Pick on the Atlanta Falcons. Jalen Walker. All right. Somebody called defense. Brilliant. Yeah.
Jalen Walker. Good pick there.
Player. Yeah, for sure. That's really good for them.
Defensive end out of Georgia.
Yeah.
Good player.
Yeah. When in doubt, just get a Georgia boy. So yeah, look at him. That was another one you heard a lot of people say, man, if he's still there. So for the Falcons to get at 15, the 10th guy on this board here. Yeah.
4 more picks, and then it's the Broncos, guys.
Oh,
4 more picks, and then the Broncos are up. So we can start talking about who's on the board, who's still left, and it's a lot of them.
All right, let's do it. All right. So
Emeka Egbuka.
All right. So let's talk both, man. All right. So first off, we got
Henderson. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Marion Hampton.
Henderson, Hampton, Caleb Johnson. And Judkins, I've heard some folks talk about.
Not in the first.
Dude, this is where Dylan Sampson's a beast too, but like not here.
Mm-hmm. No, it's running back's got to be between these two, I think. I know Sampson, but
throw Caleb Johnson's name in there.
In the first?
Yep.
Okay.
Just throw it in. Like, let's see. All right. So Trayvon Henderson, everything you hear about him is just the fact that he made Texas boys and Oregon boys and Michigan boys look slow. And while he didn't come out and like run a blazing fast 40, if you make the best college football programs seem like clown college, then you're a good player. You look at him his rookie year, and one of his best years was his rookie year. He had a foot injury, bounced back from him. Strez has been calling him as our first pick for months and is in love with him. And this here is the thing for me. Jahmyr Gibbs being his player comp, and Sean Payton watched that game when we got mollywopped by Detroit 2 seasons ago when we were on that win streak, and I think he saw that and saw the Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs smash and dash Sonic and Knuckles. And that's what he wants with Audric Estime and somebody. So that's an argument. Other argument now is Omarion Hampton here. And you're seeing definitely more of a bruiser, I guess. And you just look at similar 40 time, but add 40 pounds of muscle on this dude. Yeah.
You know what? These guys would be a perfect 1-2 punch.
Oh yeah. You have them together.
Yeah. Because they're different. They're different enough to be the running back by committee. Yeah. So either one of these picks is probably correct. It just depends on if if this is the direction they want to go. I don't think they go wrong with either one of them, but I'm on the Henderson side. Like really good pass pro.
Yeah. Oh, that's a huge
breakaway
take,
speed.
Yep.
You know, and not to say that Amari Hampton at 6 feet 220 or whatever he is. He's kind of a big boy, isn't he?
Yeah.
What does he weigh? Scroll down a little bit.
221.
Yeah, so he is. He's
Yeah.
like 6 feet 220.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna be able to pass block. I think I like Henderson's vision better. I think he just fits the offense better.
So my
I'd
thought
lean
is,
towards him.
if Sean Payton believes in Audric Estime, Henderson is the pick. If he believes in Jaleel, the pick is Omarion Hampton.
Oh, that's good.
You know, because I think we have Omarion Hampton, but at the same time, Omarion Hampton on our team, Audric Estime was a healthy scratch from our playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
We still don't know what the deal with that is. You're hearing out of Denver that the Broncos have reached out to Audric all offseason and said, we still believe in you. You're still our guy. Yeah. So that would make you think Trayvon Henderson.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Let's see this Cardinals pick, and then let's look at wide receivers, because I think you've heard a lot of people talk wide receivers too.
Yep, and we definitely need to talk wide receivers here.
Yep, same, Curly. I'll be pumped with both. Who do you think the Cardinals are getting right here? Dude, this is a Broncos show. Let's just keep talking about this. Okay, let's talk wide receivers. Yeah. What are your thoughts here, Mike? So we have really Tyler.
I mean, Amika's the pick.
That's who you'd want.
I not what I would want. I'm not sure what I would want here. I kind of have a little bit of a fetish with Golden.
Yes, me too. But isn't Golden Marvin Mims?
No, he's way shiftier and quicker than Marvin Mims. But I like Marvin Mims. I'm not trying to replace him. Yeah. You could find a spot for this kid. But then that's like saying Amika's, another.
Who? We don't have a slot receiver. I mean,
so, you can just start labeling guys by their size or whatever. But
yeah,
I think that Amika would be a great pick here. I guess I just don't have a whole lot of. If it's a wide receiver, I would say now that Tet's gone, it's got to be Golden or Ibuka here. Those two. Anybody else, I'm not sure I'd be too down with as far as wide receiver. I would much prefer they go running back here and get one of their top, their top running back on their board.
Yeah.
Of course, with Genty being gone.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they had him first, but you never know. But if they have Henderson or Hampton as their top running back on the board, or the one that they think they can get, I think they need to take him here.
Yeah.
And be done with it. Because to trade out and let someone in front of Pittsburgh for Shedeur, like who's that going to be, and how far back are they going to have to go?
Well, they'd probably be out of the first, and then they'd have to trade.
They're going to be out of the first, and then how do you get back in?
Yep.
And do you need to? I don't know. I just don't. I don't like it. But like you alluded to, I guess there could be some estimate truth to that. Yeah. But I don't think there is. I think that they're set on adding a couple running backs. I think they're going to, and I think that if the board keeps going like this, unless somebody cuts them, I think they take Henderson or Hampton here.
All right, we got Walter Nolan is the pick for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Man, we got 663. That's amazing. Y'all, can you smash that like button for us? That helps us out a ton. Oh my goodness. Look at this, dude. My man, Fade Wolf Gaming. Be sure to like and subscribe. Just sending a little more hype. So pumped and ready for the season to start. Can't wait. Denver Broncos for life. Let's bow.
Let's bow.
Hey, man. Well, thank you so much, dude. And thanks for the super chat. That's amazing. Walter Nolan was another name I did hear to the Broncos, knowing that we got Zach Allen contract year, we got Nick Benito, we got to sign him. Mm-hmm. We got Franklin Myers being real out there with it.
JFM and Roach are the ones that we have to worry about for the defensive tackle position. But Nolan was definitely one of the ones, and then Harmon is the other one you hear a lot of. But our guy Albright says that the Broncos are not in on him. That's just one guy's opinion. I guess there's some injury issues with Harmon, so he might not be in play, and he might be falling. So we'll see. Bengals on the clock. Here's where Harmon could go right here, though.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Because Nolan just went to the Cardinals. You could see. So this is where I said that the run on defensive tackles and edges would start right here.
Well, that'd be great for us,
It
man.
looks like that could be the case.
Well, that'd be yeah. And you look at Seattle, how they're built now with that new coordinator, their new head coach being the coordinator from Baltimore all those years. Dude, loving seeing this, man. Fun being here with all the Broncos fans. Yeah, this is obvious. Doing live this long takes way longer than cranking out a video, but these are my absolute favorites because I just
this is the best.
You guys are hilarious and fun, and absolutely love it. Oh, thanks, man. Salute Bo Lee, baby. Dude, we're 3 away, man. Who's your favorite number 3? Whoever played for the Denver Broncos. I'll start. Do you remember Russell Wilson? Broncos country, dude. Did you believe in Russell?
Our own.
Do you remember when we got Russell Wilson? I was home for lunch. I don't usually get to sneak home at lunch, and I was eating with my son, listening to the fan because I thought we were getting Aaron Rodgers. And Zach By saying, "This is not a drill." And I remember picking up my son, who was only like 4 at the time, and sprinting around the kitchen,
you were excited,
losing my mind, dude, because and that you can truly say that was the start of the low point for the Broncos, and we have not made a bad move since then. Like, and there's even a lot of plugged in folks who say that wasn't even really George Payton's move, that was kind of the end of some of the Elway regime, and but it's been all roses since then, man.
I was in my garage and I have it was a 1970 Volkswagen Bug. I was restoring it. So I like to do that. Yeah, I like classic cars. And when the news came across, I was super psyched. And that was the happiest I was in the whole Russell Wilson.
Dude, exactly. Yes.
That moment. And it went downhill.
Yep.
All the way from the press conference, the introductory press conference, where for the first time I actually watched him listen to it. And I thought, wow, this guy was really fake.
And yes. And I remember
I didn't like any of it. It gave me like the heebie-jeebies. Didn't like it.
I remember hearing Seattle content creators be like, thank goodness I cannot believe we just swindled them like that. Dude, and that's so for the Raiders to be so hyped about getting Geno, and all they had to give up was a 3rd-round draft pick. What does that tell you about what Seattle thinks about Geno Smith? Like, we had to give up multiple firsts and Noah Fant, and so Seattle believed in Russell Wilson more than they believe in Geno Smith, and that's why the Raiders absolutely should not have drafted a running back there. Mike Garcia, happy to be spending draft night with the 2 of you. Go Broncos in Peyton.
Let's go.
100%,
thanks, Mike.
man. 100%.
Love it.
Ooh, Rich Carlos.
Rich Carlos, yeah, kicker, barefoot kicker.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, folks, just hopping in. Wife is sleeping at the hospital, and she's doing great. So mother-in-law is there, snuck home because I wanted to be with all y'all.
Man,
and I
love
thought I was
going
to be with all y'all I know, this is awesome.
I love this chat. I want to answer all of you guys.
I know.
Talk to you. This is great.
Yeah, dude. I totally agree with this take. Do you believe in drafting for need right now, or do you get the best player on Sean's board? He said you don't pass on Crystal because you need a blender. And I thought that was a great way to say it. Like, if you have a piece of fine china there, but you really want a protein shake, you find another way to grind it up, man. So I agree. I hope the best available player is a running back, but we're fixing to find out.
But I mean, it kind of is.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got
Buka, dude, the best wide receiver in Ohio State history. Better than anyone else who's ever played there. Oh.
Yeah, they got 3 really good choices for me right now.
Yeah.
Henderson, Hampton, and Ibuka.
Yep. We know Cincinnati's going defense here.
Yeah, they got to go like Harmon or somebody, don't they?
17th pick.
Shamar Stewart, maybe.
Shamar Stewart is a pick. Good call, bro.
Is it?
So
Let's go.
yep, Texas A&M edge rusher Shamar
All right.
Stewart. Good. I mean, good pick for them. You saw Cincinnati go all in on the offensive side of the ball, and you just saw what Bo Nix did to them his rookie year, taking that game to overtime, that minute and 30 drive to get that tying touchdown. So, edge rushers take some time to make an impact. Like you even saw Jonah Ellis had a great year, and he still only had 5 sacks. So, we have to play Cincinnati at home. It's one of the games I'm most excited about this year. So this was a smart pick for them. They're all offense, and we're fixing to see how that works.
Well, yeah, they got a lot of money wrapped up on the offensive side, but so it's smart to draft defense, and good for them. Yeah.
Wait, is this Hutchinson got traded? Please tell me that's. I'm Googling it right now. Okay, no, he did not. Okay, that was a troll. I love it though. Okay, that was funny. See, dude, there's a huge part of me, Mike, that is saying this. Either Golden or Egbuka, whoever he loves. And then knowing, like, when I look at that wide receiver room or that running back room, there are so many guys that I'm like, even Tootin and the Ole Miss, like, there are so many good running backs, but I want to come out of here with the running back. Yeah.
There's going to be a run on running backs, though.
Yeah.
But I agree. The way this board is falling, the Broncos have to look at. I don't see like Egbuka falling too far in the second round if they don't take him.
Yeah.
Like maybe even Los Angeles Chargers.
They're still San Diego. Their one fan is gonna be furious that you just dead named him.
I don't care. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry for you, person.
You're looking here that you could get.
If you switch cities, you're dead to me.
Yeah, Matthew Golden or Egbuka.
Go back up. Who's the number 1 ranked wide receiver on this? Is that what this is? Wide receiver,
Travis Hunter. Yep. So
and then
Travis Hunter, Tyler Warren, who's not really a pass catcher, but they call him that. Then you got,
and then so there he is. Okay, so
yep.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a legitimate first round pick if it falls to that. Hey, we're only 2 picks away, guys. 2 picks away from our Denver Broncos, your Denver Broncos. Let's go.
Dude, and you look here with Seattle. Oh, they lost DK. So do they go wide receiver here? They are good on, like, Kenneth Walker is real good. And so they're not getting a running back. So, and obviously Tampa, you got Bucky Irving, a running back they're not picking one either, dude. So we are going to have our pick of whichever running back we want. We truly are going to figure out who Sean Payton had as his number 1 running back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. Seahawks are going wide receiver. Pick his.
Yeah,
dude, I mean, this is good. This is
like,
good.
Golden. Like, could they go Golden here over Egbuka?
Yeah, they also lost Tyler Lockett, right? Tyler Lockett just went to Tennessee, so they are. Who even is their wide receiver? But dude, they also. Who do they got? Sam Darnold? Is that?
Yeah, and then they got what's his name that we all thought we were going to get? We were going to try and get free agent from the Rams, and then
it's Matt Stafford.
Yeah, no, the wide receiver.
Oh yeah, Cooper. Oh, dude, they did get Cooper Kupp.
Did they get Cooper Kupp? Yeah.
So they're not getting Egbuka because that's a wow.
Wow, Cooper Kupp's 32 or whatever.
He's a young 32. All right, I gotta stand, bro. I can't say it.
Yeah, they're all young.
Oh my goodness. Let's go. Hey, you want to know what even bums you out even more than talking about Russell Wilson? Let's talk about the Rockies. Mike, I fixed my light. Talk about the Rockies for a sec.
Drew Lock, Seahawks. I don't want to talk about the Rockies. I want you to talk about the Rockies.
No. I have not watched the Rockies since October.
I was going to say, I haven't watched them either. I know they won like 3 games out of.
Pick is in. Dude, I am hyperventilating. This is it.
Tampa Bay's on the clock.
Dude, I'm on 4 hours of sleep on a hospital couch, and I could not be more hyped right now. This is where I want to be with all y'all. This is sick. All right, Roger Goodell prancing out. Here it is. Pick is in. 18th pick in the NFL draft, the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, this is great news.
Whoa. Gray Zabel. Hey, somebody, you know what's crazy?
Let's go. Everybody's still on the board, guys.
Hey, go back through. Someone called him like a long time ago, and I was like, there's no way that another guard goes that high. Somebody called Zabel a long time ago as a sneaky first-round pick. That's crazy. Whoever said it, let us know, because you get a star.
You get a star.
Wow. Okay, guys. And Tampa Bay has Chris Godwin, and they have obviously Mike Evans, and they got Bucky Irving. Sean Payton is truly going to show like he has the board here, guys. This is really, really good.
Yeah. Tampa's got to go defense here, and which means everybody is going to be on the board. Henderson,
dude, Sean Payton is going to be able to pick from the best receiver in Ohio State history. He's going to be able to pick from the second best running back in the best running back class of all time. Deep cut here. Last year I did a live draft like this, and I knew it was like, oh my goodness, people watch this because I had Russian bots. They're saying stuff like, here's my Bitcoin.
Didn't you have somebody in the room with you last year?
Yeah, I had my brother-in-law, Paul. That was fun.
That's right. I knew you had somebody in there.
Yeah. All right, I want to move my light up for like real quick here. Don't leave, guys. This is amazing. Well, I don't even know what to do with my hands. Oh, dude, is my computer trying to update right now? Bro, my computer. I was at 15 seconds before my computer was going to restart if I didn't hit cancel. That's awesome.
The heck?
Have you ever had that where your Apple tries to? All right, we are really going to be able to call. Yeah, my Mac tried to like reset and do a software update because I'm usually long in bed.
Like later tonight, I turn off that stuff. I don't let it.
Okay, I'm moving my light up so I can not squat.
Oh, he's squatting, guys. Oh my gosh. Please, Ibuka, go Broncos. Let's go Tampa, hurry up. Tampa's got to go defense, right, guys? A lot of comments. Henderson, yep. We need running back. Yep, I agree with that.
Oh, I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm so nervous and excited.
Mike Evans didn't retire. A lot of good comments in here, guys. Thank you so much for all these comments. How about Derek Harmon? Derek Harmon's got some injury stuff, so he might be available later. Guys, the weapons, too many weapons. We got to take one.
This is amazing.
I want it. I want the weapons. Come on, Tampa.
Dude, I've heard a ton of people saying that Caleb Johnson is him. And you look at that. Tell me, who's the quarterback for the University of Iowa? Without Googling it, no one knows. And Caleb Johnson faced stacked boxes every single time. I'm like actually excited. If you told me this was how the draft was going to play out, that we had all of this, that you have Egbuka, Golden, Hampton, Henderson, Caleb Johnson, we are going to find out so much about what Sean Payton thought. And this is why I hope somebody asks him who he was trying to trade up for. You know,
he's not going to tell anybody he was trying to trade up for.
No, at this point, we better not trade back. Right? The board's we got too much talent on there to trade back at this point.
In some ways, it makes more sense to trade back because so many of them are left. But like, again, we talked about earlier, if one of the guys is there that he loves, he's got to take them. You can't just go, hey, more value. Sorry, Henderson, I really wanted you, but we're going for value. That's not going to happen. Sean Payton doesn't work that way. I think they'll take somebody here if they love them. If they don't, they just don't love one of them. But I think the writing's been on the wall so long.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Broncos are on the clock, guys.
No, they are.
We are on the clock. Let's go.
Oh man.
Let's go.
So who do you think? Who's Tampa going with here? You think defense?
That's what I said before. Yeah. I guess I don't know. I was strong early in the draft. I'm guessing at this point, just using other people's information. But everything that I just can't imagine them not. There's so many good defensive players there, and they do need them.
Yeah.
But I haven't listened to one. I think they like somebody on the edge. You know, cornerback or edge is what I'm seeing. That's what the cheat sheet says too. Yeah. So that makes sense.
All right.
So who knows?
As soon as I hear it,
if I have to make a call, I'll go Barron. I'll say they go Jody Barron.
Okay.
Cornerback.
I will say they go.
Malachi Starks would be a smarter pick, but
yeah, the Malachi Starks was a name you heard let's say I'll say Malachi Starks. A lot of people actually had the Broncos getting him before we got Hufanga.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so nervous right now, guys. My heart. Me too. Wish I should have put one of those. We should put our like a pulse checker. I should have worn my Apple Watch.
Oh, I have mine.
I gotta see what my pulse is right now.
Oh my goodness, mine says my heart is in sync with Bo Nix. Yeah.
Look, we already got one in the hospital. We don't need both of you in the hospital.
Oh, that's true. Deep breath. That's true. Okay. Oh man.
I'll tell you a story after this pick. I got a story for you. You're not gonna believe.
Okay.
Oh, what are we thinking, chat?
Yes. Okay. So Marion Hampton still. So we got every running back we want except for Ashton Genty still on the board. We've got the fastest 40 time in the combine in Golden. We still got Egbuka. Wait.
Devin Neal.
Wait. Why is it showing Shedeur right now?
Is Shedeur? So what
Shedeur is looking at his phone and with Dion, and they're like standing up.
They're thinking, should we leave now? Should we just go home?
Well, they're not at the draft. They're doing their own party, I think, in Boulder. Sanders to the Bucks? No, that would be wow.
Oh,
that would be crazy.
The Bucks pick is in.
Okay, I got you as it comes.
All
right.
Yeah. All right. I accidentally saw the pick.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm a professional.
19th pick in the NFL draft. Tampa Bay. Oh, Emeka Egbuka is off the board. Oh, man. Emeka Egbuka is off the board. So that was...
Almost made it to us.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Truly, that is not what I was hoping for us. So it would have been more fun because then Sean Payton has the whole board and we get to see what he really thinks. But
yeah, that was the only thing.
Yep. Yeah. I'm not mad that we're not
running back.
Yep.
Yeah, I prefer the running back over it, but I did want to see him choose. Yeah, that's the thing. But now we do get to find out if he goes with Henderson or Hampton. We get to find out which one he really likes here. If he goes,
I'm gonna make my.
What are you saying, chat? They're gonna do.
Yeah,
Henderson
let us know. Hampton? Give me Henderson.
Henderson,
Give me Henderson.
I want Henderson.
Okay.
Broken foot and all. Now, when was that injury?
Freshman year.
And he's a junior?
Senior. Yep.
Is he a senior? Okay.
Yeah. But same age as Omarion. A lot of people are saying trade back. A lot of people saying Hampton. Dude, this would be crazy. Henderson? Could Sean Payton throw us all off here?
Yeah, he certainly could.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know. But I know what we want. I know our running back room is in need. So I'm hoping they take one of these running backs and they love him. Now, Sean Payton does not take anybody unless he has a plan for him.
Yep, 100%. Sean Payton does not reach.
No.
Okay, we're using a ton of time, so it does not look like there was a lot of talk.
Could be trade.
But there's a lot of talk that the Steelers were going to try to jump us and try to get Shedeur before somebody else could.
Yeah, they're listening to offers right now. They have to.
Yep, 4 minutes left on the clock.
Woo!
Oh man, this is getting exciting. All right,
checking my insider chat here. They are listening to offers.
Yeah, Denver Broncos listening to offers. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, could you ever get to a world where you trade back because you think your guy's going to fall, but then you try to get back into the first round and the prices have gone up, right? Like that would be the yeah.
Moving up to higher in the second round makes some sense, but trying to jump back into the first for anything. But if you haven't picked in the first, like somebody picks in the first and then they jump back into the first makes sense. Picking, weren't you on with me and DMAC when we went over his whole like quarterbacks in the 20s range, how that's always a
100%, man.
disaster. The
Yep.
Trubisky something.
Hear me out on this. This might sound crazy. How about Shedeur
Sanders? Yeah, Shedeur Sanders.
I was gonna say
if they pick Shedeur Sanders, I go shirtless for the rest of the year.
No, that would be rough, man. That'd be very rough.
Me going shirtless would be rough.
Oh no. That'd be a
I'm
joy.
fit, dude.
That'd be the only good part. The rough part would be like all my Bo Nix jerseys. You
would trade your Bo Nix jerseys for Sanders?
No. It'd just be like that means the Broncos.
Bo, you said that.
Yeah, no, I would never.
He's in my chat.
We're at 2 minutes and 30 seconds and still no trade.
They're working on it.
Okay, so if they were to do it, I would want like a couple of I would want 2 day 2 picks, but yeah, don't do it, please. Give us Henderson. Please give us Henderson.
Aside from the fact that we've been here talking for 2 hours.
2 hours.
We want the payoff. Our chat deserves a payoff.
Y'all deserve a pick.
What if it's Cam Scatabo and I prove everybody on earth wrong?
That'd be wild.
I don't really mean that. I do want him though, guys. I've been very clear. I want Cam on the team, but not in the first.
So do you? Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
You don't like Cam Scatabo? You're not a buyer?
Nah, I just when you look at him, I just don't know if a lot of those angles are there in the NFL. Like everybody is so much faster but his 40 time wasn't horrible.
It's not his 40 time. He makes his money in little tight areas.
Yeah.
He's so shifty. His vision is so good. He's so good catching the ball out of the backfield. He's a good blocker. He's everything Sean wants in the 4th round. Trust me.
What if this is like when the Broncos drafted, because I'm on commercial on ESPN. What if this is like when the Nuggets drafted Jokic during a Taco Bell commercial and we have a future MVP drafted during a commercial break? Come on, show us some respect, ESPN. Get off a commercial. You wouldn't have done this for the first pick.
Don't you have the soundbite from last year? God bless Bo Nix.
Yeah, I should, dude. 50 seconds left. And it doesn't, dude, that is a good point. Like, are we trading back because it's taken so long? So let's touch the
Pat Bowlen right there. Yep. Dan Reeves, Pat Bowlen.
No, for real. Oh, that's sick. Actual autographs?
Nate. Oh, yeah.
Okay, one sec. This one's Bo Nix. He's wearing this jersey at least. Bo Nix. Bo Chapman Nix. Pick is in, baby. Let's go. Oh my. Don't look, Mike. Do not look. Eyes on the camera.
What am I going to look at?
I don't know.
What can I even look at? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the TV.
I have no access. I haven't had access all night.
Oh.
All I have is this thing that says the pick is in.
Oh, okay. Well, don't even look at the pick is in. Oh man. Pick is in. George Payton is on the phone. RB. All right, man. So you're saying Henderson too? Dude, now I'm like second guessing and kind of wanting Hampton. Because people said Hampton was better than the exciting part, guys. In the deepest running back class of all time, Sean Payton has his choice. Hampton is looking at his phone, does not look overly excited. Could that be a tell?
Yeah, it means he's not picked.
Yeah, kind of crazy when you heard polls from the Bears say it was going to be the busiest draft of all time. You had Adam Schefter saying it was going to be explosive. And other than that, trade up for Cleveland, been a pretty quiet night on trades.
Yeah.
Oh, man, dude, you're seeing that sick Broncos country is deep. Don't say it. Walk away. Don't say it. Okay. Oh, no. That's not a good reaction. Okay. Goodell walking up. Oh, we have this is cool. We have Make-A-Wish giving the pick. Saw a really cool Instagram video with the Make-A-Wish recipient unboxing a thing. And the gift from the Broncos. I don't know if Darth Maul on there is like a tell. And all right, there it is. Make-A-Wish kid. Oh man, what's happening? Okay, who we getting? Henderson, Hampton.
Who did I say was going to Tampa?
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. With the 20th pick in the NFL draft. What? Jahdae Barron? What?
Barron. Yeah. I thought he was going to go to Tampa. So Tampa took our wide receiver and we took their cornerback.
What?
So that's a shocker for me.
Oh, man.
Is that a shocker for you?
Yeah, man. Like I trust Sean Payton. I trust Sean Payton. But dude, what is that saying about Riley Moss? What is that saying about man, that's crazy. I never would have guessed. I mean, we're looking at
this is a wild
man. So is this a hedge against McMillian leaving soon? Because the other thing is like Abrams drain, dude. I was so high on Chris Abrams drain too. Like he picked off Herbert. We drafted a cornerback with the 20th overall draft pick, and that is, yeah. Looking at highlights, honestly, that is a position I didn't even watch for. I didn't study for. I kept saying, like, that's a position we don't need. But dude, what did Sean Payton say? He said, you don't pass on Crystal because you need a blender. And I think this is what he was telling us, you guys. Oh man. Are you bummed, dude?
No. No,
okay.
I'm not bummed.
Talk to me about it.
Well, because this draft isn't make or break for us, guys. This isn't like get our quarterback. That's a team building move. So they got work to do. They're going to get a running back in the second. Obviously, that's where they're going with this. So no biggie. I'm shocked. Like I'm super surprised.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Somebody
what
a while
else
ago
would be.
Somebody a while ago said, "Hey, you draft best position available," and that's obviously what Sean Payton did.
Yeah.
Yes, that is what, and that's truly how the Eagles won the Super Bowl. You get the best player on the board, and I think, it tells you exactly what Sean Payton thought of Omarion Hampton and Henderson, and you also know, like, let's really look at these guys for tomorrow. Yeah, because Sean Payton was willing to give up draft capital to move up in the first and didn't. So I see us trading up because I don't see Henderson, Hampton, Caleb Johnson all being there 30 picks from now.
He's a top 10 player in the draft, guys. I mean, that's his bottom line. Jahdae Barron is top 10 player in the draft. He's ranked top 10 by a lot of people we respect and we know. And
wow,
pick 20 to not have to move. Is it a position of need? Kinda. Certainly one we can use. Put him on the field. Yeah,
no flies on his back. But
now we do have to pay attention here because now I can see the Broncos trading back in.
I know. We said let's shut this thing down after 20, but now it's like
now I gotta watch. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so talk to me about, like, what does this look like for us? Because Riley Moss is so good. Like he is a Pro Bowl cornerback if he doesn't get injured. So you have Pat, him, and then McMillian was an incredible slot corner.
But Jahdae Barron is a slot corner.
And this is our last year on
so
McMillian's deal. He's going to get massive money. And
somebody said earlier, no fly zone is back. That's what they're trying to recreate, the no fly zone. McMillian, he's got a spot on the roster, but no, this is a huge upgrade over McMillan. Wow. And I know I like to call him McMillian, but it's McMillan.
No, because he's about to get paid McMillions, not from us though.
Yeah. No, I think this is one of those picks that I think remember when we took PS2 over all the quarterbacks.
Fields? Yep. Exactly.
This is another one of those picks where we're going to be like, thank God we took this. Now,
wow.
Running back aside, we still got to come up with Judkins, or we got to come up with Hampton, Henderson, or James. What's the one I'm trying to think of from Iowa?
Caleb Johnson.
One of the other running backs. We still need to get running back and But yeah, I'm not. This does not break my heart one bit. This is great. Defense.
Great take here that when Sean Payton was asked like, hey, well, you need weapons in this draft to help Bo Nix, and he said, you know what else actually helps a quarterback is a great defense. Yeah, you're playing Herbert twice a year who slings the ball. You are playing obviously Patrick Mahomes twice a year. The Seahawks are going to want to air it out, and you're going to need to put everything in the box, and you're going to want to be able to be in man coverage on the wideouts against Oakland. The best way to stop an opposing running game is to stack the box and trust your corners. So if we can do that, wow, that's kind of crazy, man. But
Nick Bonito likes it. Nick Bonito likes it.
Wow.
Yeah, guy that he can play anywhere, can play safety, super smart, doesn't miss tackles, provides a lot of versatility, very high character guy. He's a Sean Payton guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it. So yeah, what time? So pick 32 ends with the Eagles, probably in about an hour or so. And then what time does it start back up on Friday? Is it and I probably am back at the hospital and not going live, but I'll step out to the hallway and do videos on them. What time does it start up tomorrow? Do you know?
I don't.
Okay.
I would assume it'd be around the same time, wouldn't it?
I feel like it's a little earlier.
Maybe a little earlier. Yeah, that might be.
Okay, earlier. So Chargers are up here. Obviously, let's keep it going for a little bit and see if we see.
Okay.
Maybe you can check Twitter and see if there's any rumors.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything going on. I'm texting some guys if they think we're going to try and jump back in. They don't believe we are.
Do you have Albright's number?
Yeah.
What was his? He tweeted out a puzzle, and I'm just so curious if that's truly what he had. Like remember like last year he did that little hieroglyphic thing.
No, this year was different, and he said
I'm just curious if he had this dude. Yeah.
Envelope. He was going to do it on air tonight, but I don't know if he did that. I think he's probably on with everybody right now. I am getting responses from these guys, but they're not very quick.
My man,
but everybody was surprised about this pick. The Barron pick surprised everybody from what I see. Nobody had anything. So whatever his code was not for this guy.
Yeah. Not what I expected, but keep that defense strong. I mean, what was the
Steelers made a pick.
Yeah, but it wasn't Shedeur.
Oh, Shedeur didn't go. Shedur's going to fall out of the
He's going to fall to the second. You called that, dude. And I
did. Yeah.
I wanted, oh man, not what I expected. Keep defense strong. Much love, Broncos country. Like and subscribe for the best Broncos content. Thanks, guys. Great show. Yeah, man. I came in and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I'm like hyped, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna go to bed now.
Yeah.
This is crazy, dude.
This is crazy. That is.
Oh yeah, it does start 2 hours early tomorrow. So 5 o'clock our time, Denver time. And dude, yes, you did. I think, Relly Perk said,
yeah,
hey,
I remember that.
Available. Yep. Oh, dude.
But the thing is like, I'm sure he was, and this is a great pick for the team, but I don't think that this was his target all along. This guy's a top 10 talent in the draft. I'm shocked that he fell this far. And I think the Broncos might be surprised that he fell this far as well. Like, I bet you after with that whole Tyler Warren and Loveland thing kind of falling back and they were watching this guy. I mean, I'm sure they loved him the whole time or they wouldn't have taken him with their first overall pick or their first pick. Speaking of Peyton and Peyton, but I bet you they were a little surprised that he was there. And pleasantly surprised, obviously. But it sounds like with as much time, there must have been some discussion or they were definitely, I do have confirmation that they were definitely listening to trade offers, but they preferred to take him over the trade offers they were getting. So,
seeing on Twitter,
Patrick
Denver
and Jody Barron, let's go.
Denver Longhorns. So you just look at that Denver defense and you got Brandon Jones, Longhorn, DJ Jones, Longhorn, PJ Locke, Longhorn.
Ooh, good call.
Adding it like that's kind of a cool thing. And you talk about Sean Payton has a type, he wants young and hungry and he wants compete street. And so I think that sets the precedent that like, hey, we got the defensive player of the year. Dude, think of our secondary, man.
It'd be tough to pass against this team, man. I'm telling
Honestly,
you.
and then then once you're there, how do you run on them either? Because you got defensive tackle Zach Allen, who everybody wants, who's baby JJ Watt. You got DJ Jones. You got Malcolm Roach, the best, highest ranked PFF against the run. Our defense guys, we were top 3 last year, and look at our free agency, and then you just double down in free agency on the strength, and then your first pick in the draft, you get a top 10 talent.
Yeah.
And this is right. I mean, my bad path Broncos have the best defense of the year, no debate. We were already top 3.
We talk ourselves into be really excited about stuff, and we still need our offensive skill players, but this is a great pick. Probably for slot, but talk about that Chris Harris Jr. How much effect did that guy have on our team? I'm just saying.
Yep.
Riley Moss and
Riley Moss, Pat Surtain, and so it's pronounced Jade.
Jade Barron.
Okay. So we go from
Jade.
Yeah, Jade. Okay. I don't know.
Don't know.
Well, we better figure that out real quick. Yeah, good question here. We're going to trade. So, I mean, Chargers using all of their time, and also looks like they're working the phone. So I think here that it's, if you're not in love, you got to take best player available. Yeah, Buffalo did run the snot out of the ball against us last year, and so I think that's why we go get Hufanga. That's why we go get Dre Greenlaw, and now we can even commit more to the box, knowing good luck throwing on us.
Yeah. Jade Barron thinks he only had one Zoom meeting with the Broncos leading up to the draft.
Wow. So you're seeing another thing where Ashton Genty saying he talked to the Broncos more than anyone else. Caleb Johnson, 2nd round. I would love that, man. And that's when Ibuka went off, I was bummed because that seemed like the smartest one. Because there's so many good running backs, guys.
Yeah, and I don't see the run on running backs quite coming.
And when it happens, we we didn't trade it. We got assets,
I not need them.
All right, let's look up. Let's talk a little bit about our new cornerback for the Broncos here, and then we'll dive into the Chargers pick here in a second. But all right, so looking at Jade is how I'd probably say it. So you're looking at 5'11", 194, high RAS score here. Intensity raising defender, anticipates coverage, several different spots, so like a versatile weapon there. Number 25 corner in his class. Then looking here, Jim Thorpe Award. That's pretty big. Last year,
4.3. Ran a 4.3.
Wow.
Fast.
Wow. So you just see him getting better and better. 5 interceptions. There's just not that many college
great
games.
Ball skills.
Yep. So, yeah, that's pretty.
2024 first team All-American, first team All-SEC, won the Jim Thorpe. Nice. Finalist for the Nagurski Award. The Peach Bowl defensive MVP, 11 tackles. Love it.
I mean, you look here, why he could fall, because he is a bit too physical at times, which could lead to flags. And I think that Sean Payton wants that. Like, he wants that grittiness, and I think he'll welcome that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Good pick. Let's go.
You just hear a lot about, like, when you got the best defender in the league, everybody else gets a lot of action, and it makes it way harder on every other corner. So you see us loading up for that. Mel Kiper came out and said he doesn't miss tackles. Trust in Sean. Chargers up here. Let's see. So Chargers really need a tight end. They need somebody other than Ladd McConkey. Los Angeles Chargers are picking. They also need a running back for sure. They let JK go.
Oh, they sure got a running back.
Wow. Guys, this is going to be crazy. So the two running backs we all thought were going to be Denver Broncos, we now play twice a year. So we're going to see how good Omarion Hampton is twice a year, and we're going to see how good Ashton Genty is twice a year. Yeah. The Chargers loaded up on offensive line this year. We know how Sean Payton wants to win games, though, and I think he saw. What do we at? Would we average 26 points a game last year with a rookie quarterback? I think he knows that's going to win most games.
This is the first thing that hurt me was this.
Yeah.
This is the first thing that hurt me tonight.
But we both want a Henderson.
Omarion Hampton going to the Chargers.
Yeah, but we want a Henderson, man. He's Javonte Williams,
no,
right?
It's not Henderson. It's the fact that Hampton went to the Chargers. I did not want.
Yeah.
I did not want him anywhere near.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Because they're going to run the rock.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dang it. Yeah, I'm not going to badmouth it. It's a good pick for them. Yeah, that's a very Harbaugh pick. I bet if I searched my own Twitter account, I would probably have said that like 3 months ago. And that's going to make me even more sad.
Yeah, this is, I mean, the interesting thing is like the Chargers are built like us, right? That how they want to win, where they put talent. I think that the difference is that we got Bo on the rookie contract. We have more offensive weapons, right? Like they have Ladd McConkey and that's it. So now that makes more sense. And our defense already was way better than theirs. So
Ryan Edwards, I freaking love the Jahdae Barron pick. Never thought he would make it to 20. Home run selection for the Broncos.
Wow. Well,
yeah. Love Ryan.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, friend of the program. By the by. Awesome. Okay.
Oh, dude, how wild would this be? Check out this chat. Now, if the Chiefs take Henderson, they need offensive line.
At the beginning of the show. I said that at the beginning of the show. The Chiefs take Henderson.
All three of our rivals, the guys we want.
We're charging the Capitol.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we're storming the Capitol.
Zach Seegers, Omarion Hampton behind the Chargers O-line is going to be a damn nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, it is.
True.
Well, I think that the silver lining there is that they're putting a lot of eggs in the Mekhi Becton basket, and he just doesn't stay healthy. Yeah. But
chat is going off. Sorry, guys. I haven't even attempt to try and keep up. But this
is a good point here that like Harbaugh thinks because he's a defensive coach that he can get more out of less with his defense because he's such a great coach. He can scheme them up, right? Sean Payton is an offensive coach. So he's like, hey, with Bo Nix as a rookie, look at me school the NFL, but I'm going to load up on my defense, you know?
I think Sean Payton knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I do too.
Again, this is a draft full of second and third and fourth rounders, not first rounders. We got a first round.
We got a first.
We got one of the really true first round talents in the first round.
Wow,
that is so big.
Yeah,
there was no one questioning whether Barron was a first rounder or not.
The question was, dude. How many guards did we look at? We looked at so many guards go off the board that were like, "Whoa, those are second, third round picks that they used a high first." Wow.
Oh.
Yes, this is a great point here too.
Where are we at with Shedeur Sanders' watch?
Yeah.
And where are we at with that?
Swung and missed hard. He's going here to Green Bay.
You go to the Packers?
Yep, definitely a Packer. This pick is also showing faith in Audric Estime because, and you heard multiple reports that the Broncos reached out to Estime multiple times to say, you're still our guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And they made it a point to let that information out. So,
wow, man, that is.
Just looking at Twitter, it says, "Man, if the Chiefs get Henderson," yeah, no kidding. Are you watching the show? Because let's not even think about that.
I don't know, dude. I mean, Sean Payton said he had 2 grades higher on Audric Estime. You know.
Yeah. I don't. I've asked Ben. I've asked everybody I know what the deal is with that, and nobody can tell me what happened between the Chiefs game and the Buffalo game that put Estime on the bench.
That was so crazy. In other news, Nuggets up 3 on the Clippers, which is great.
Go Nugs. Let's go Nugs. All right, Chiefs. Don't say that.
You just put king in check. Checkmate. Yeah.
Worst draft, and we have picked once. Come on now, guys.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah.
Prediction. Great question. My prediction for this season's record. Can't wait to see the actual schedule release, and Sean Payton's the winningest coach in October, and we have a great home field advantage. If we get week 1 at home, we had to open on the road. Do we get that game in Germany against the Colts? But I'd say our floor is 10 wins, 13 win ceiling probably. What's your thought, Mike?
Yeah, 10 to 12 wins. You'll see. Let's get the draft, finish our free agency sign, see what kind of team we're putting on the field. The schedule could be. I mean, you could see a resurgence from like Miami again. You could see. So we're going to be a better team. We're already a better team. Whether that will affect the bottom line of wins and losses, I don't know. But I did say the difference will be we will win a playoff game this year. Yep. So we will be better and we will go farther in the playoffs. But it could still be another 10 wins. It could be 11 wins. I think 10's the floor. If that's what you said, I agree with you. 10's the floor. I don't see like a 13-win team here right now. We'll have to see. Need some weapons. Still need a running back. Still need some help on the wide receiver.
Brashard Smith, 3rd round. Absolutely love this. That's where I was saying, like when I was looking at Henderson, I was higher on Henderson than Brashard Smith, but not that much. And felt that way about a lot of the running back talent. And I think Sean Payton, obviously we know Sean Payton felt the same way, that he thinks he can find O'Marion Hampton talent in the 2nd round, or maybe he trades back up in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Packers. Come on, let's go, Pack. Are they walking up or anything? I don't have video of the. I'm depending on you. Are they doing anything? Picks in, right?
I will depend on you. La-da-da-na-na. The pick is in, and so this is gonna be Grossi, man. Pretty cool to have a YouTuber, and because y'all are here, someday we'll announce the Broncos pick. And if we didn't like what Sean picked,
we would just go up and we would have just walked up and said,
we'd be like Henderson. No, Mike would have walked up and said Scattaboo.
Scattaboo.
Yeah.
Bo. Can you imagine?
Wait, this doesn't look like. Maybe Grossi isn't doing the first pick.
I don't know.
Because it's not Grossi.
You're just
He's doing a pick. Now. He's definitely doing a pick, but it's not. Okay.
He's waiting for Shador. He's going to call the Shador pick. That's his.
All right, we got Super Bowl champion Mark Murphy, the CEO there.
Yeah, just keep saying the pick is in and the Vikings are on the clock.
Oh, Grossi's doing the 6th round pick. Okay, that's still cool, man.
That makes a lot more sense. He's a really cool dude, though. He's just an awesome dude.
Ooh, here we got a video of our man Barron, our new cornerback, stuffing Mike's favorite running back, Scattaboo. We'll have to look that up, dude. If Barron could stuff Scattaboo, that'd be pretty.
You're talking about future Broncos running back.
How crazy if we would get both of them.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good take here. Is like reading that write up of him that he can also play safety. We know, like, we feel really good about Hufanga. The one thing is, he is a heat-seeking missile and had a couple injuries last year. So is this? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that being the play, but it's nice to know that the ability's there. I think they put him in the slot and then they dominate. So,
by the way, since I started singing that Sarah McLachlan song, the Packers guy has not stopped talking. Oh my goodness. We got a wide receiver for the first time since 2002. This has to be Golden, huh? Matthew Golden.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Golden goes there to the Packers. I don't think they probably saw him falling there. Man, good luck, Chicago.
It's like Luther Burden. Who's this guy talking?
That's their CE. They are like the Packers are owned by like the fans.
It's like owned by the town.
Yeah, they're GM kind of.
It is Golden. There goes Golden. Okay.
Yep.
Good call. Hey, you got one.
Yeah. No, I saw it live. Sorry, I was ahead of you.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry, I was announcing. I mean, yeah. I saw. My inside sources were saying.
Your inside sources?
We're saying it's Golden. Breece Hall would be sick. And I thought if the Jets got Genty, Breece Hall could be on the board. 4.29 40-yard dash. Woof. Flying.
Breece Hall is up. He's for sale right now.
Yeah.
So how we feeling, chat? How do we feel about the pick now that it's settled in? You guys happy about this pick, or are you guys still upset?
Hey, Sean Payton is playing chess while everyone else is playing ping pong.
Oh,
checkers. Yeah.
I guess Shedeur to Minnesota's on the board, Ben.
No way. They have JJ, right?
Moody Doodle says there's a chance.
I feel so bad for Shedeur, guys. Oh my goodness, Dion is going to be irate. Maybe he puts the number 2 back in play. He unretires it.
Unretires it?
Mm-hmm.
Be the number. What were your thoughts on that? Ben?
Yeah. It's just different generations. Like everybody gets a trophy now, right? And these kids have been getting trophies for everything from T-ball and kindergarten their whole life. And so they kind of expect that if they have like a great year. So I get why they did it, but I also get why the old school folks are upset about it. Also, if my kid like just even changes the toilet paper roll, I'll give them, I'll retire their jersey. There's something about when your kid does something awesome, you're over the moon for them. So in my mind, I bet Dion thinks Shedeur is better than Travis, even though obviously the NFL's showing us that. So I get why he did that, and props to him for being a good dad.
Yeah.
Dude, now the Packers draft pick gets a speech. That's weird.
I mean, I see why Deion Sanders would do that as a father or whatever, but that's a bad look.
Here's what's in
now Travis Hunter, Heisman Trophy winning Travis Hunter. Yeah, you can retire that jersey as far as I'm concerned, but not Shedeur's. There's a lot of other players. Matthew Golden being selected by the Packers, the best moment so far of the draft. Alfred Williams. I wonder why that is, Big Al. What did we miss there? Did we miss something there that made it the best moment of the draft? Was it his speech or something?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty electric there. And obviously,
again, they haven't picked a wide receiver in like 40 years.
Yeah. I remember Aaron Rodgers being so upset.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a great take here. Draft is deep at running back and defensive line, not at corner. Get the best corner and then get the best, draft for need later.
Yep, totally agree with you. 96 to life. And again, you got a top 10, one of the very few true first round talents in the draft this year at 20 without trading up, without moving. Great team building move. These are the kind of moves that, again, when the season starts, the next year you look back and you go, yeah, okay, that was a good pick. Just like PS2. Great pick. Scary at the time. Makes sense now. Let's hope this one pans out the same way.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Any of you want to check in? We can start. You want to check some of your text some of your guys. Any talk on a trade up? If not, we could start to close up shop.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not hearing anything that they're coming back into the first. Let me check one more time.
Interesting here though. Like, I don't see Minnesota taking a running back. I don't see Houston or the Rams taking one.
All right, the Giants are trading back into the first round.
So that's Jackson. Well, that'll give us an idea of what it
or Shador.
It sounds like they alive. Yeah.
Well,
dang man, Brashard Smith, a good guy, a good culture fit. Yeah, I remember seeing the first highlights of Brashard Smith, wide receiver, converted running back, just a beast. Vikings on the clock. They are picking. They just picked another guard. So is that 4 guards in the first round?
Crazy, isn't
it? And we have Quinn Miners, who we got. Was he a 3rd round pick? Quinn, the best guard in football that we got because he was shooting videos of him blocking trees.
Probably 3rd. Chris Harris Jr. loves the Barron pick, by the way.
Well, that's all you need to know, man. Yeah, Quinn Miners 98. Okay, Houston just traded this pick to the Giants. So let's see what this is, and here's the package for it. Pick 34, 99 in a 3rd round. That's a lot for the Giants to come in. Okay, I want it to be Shador, but I think it's Jackson.
What did it cost them to come back?
30. So pick 34, pick 50 something in a 3rd round. So 2 seconds and a 3rd to come back.
That is all. I just don't see the Broncos doing something like that to come back in when all those running backs are going to be there in the second. I think they could move up in the second, but I don't think they move back into the first.
Yeah,
you only move back into the first, I think, for quarterback here for the Giants. And yeah, Jackson Dart has to be the target here, right?
I mean, you feel like they'd cut to Shador's. Oh, dude, they just showed Dion's room, and Shador's not in the shot though. No, Dion does not look happy. It's Jackson Dart is going before Shador Sanders, I think.
Yep.
Ooh, no fly zone, renaming it restricted airspace. I love that.
Thanks, Cliff. Love that too.
Yeah.
Not bad. We can't call it no fly zone.
Oh, Jackson Dart's taking pictures though.
So you got the green room. Is he in the green room?
No, he's not.
Or is he at his own?
Dude, Jalen Milroe's in the green room though.
Ooh.
Jackson Dart's hugging a ton of people.
Oh, there you go. So it's Jackson.
But he said he was mouthing I'm good, and his mom looked like she was saying I'm sorry.
Oh no.
So the suspense.
We're really reading into this, aren't we? It's Jackson Dart. It's gotta be.
You think?
Come on. Yeah.
Dude, let's make
you want it to be Shador, don't you? But
a thing. Dude, we're gonna have a commercial break. Come on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I read a ton of Nick Chubb to Denver rumors. All right, so day 2. No,
I haven't. I mean, post draft, bring him in.
Yeah.
Healthy. Sure. Yeah. Him and
J.K. Dobbins is J.K. Dobbins is still.
Shout out Kodiak Broncos calls him jelly knees for J.K.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
So your day 2 prediction, I think I'm going to agree with you. My day 2 prediction is Broncos trade up into the second once that run on running back starts. My prediction is we sweep the Raiders. We split with the Chiefs. I don't know, man. Maybe I can't go from. It wasn't that long ago we hadn't beat the Chiefs in 7 years or something. We sweep the Chargers, we sweep the Chiefs, or we sweep the Chargers, sweep the Raiders, split with the Chiefs. So I say we go 5-1 in division.
Same.
Von Miller still a free agent.
Ryan Edwards was on my show, mic'd up, by the way. Thank you, mic'd up, Mike Carmelini, YouTube. He and so had Ryan Edwards, KOA Radio, and Coach Mike Sanford from Altitude Sports was on the show last week, and they were doing their media battle. It was awesome. And Ryan Edwards went on record saying that the Broncos will win the AFC West next season. Let's go, Ryan.
I think they will, man.
Love that.
Here's Mike's channel. Go sub.
Love it. Thank you so much, everybody. Can't wait to see you on the show. It's a blast. You're going to see Ben on the show probably every month, at least once a month. The guy's amazing. He's my favorite guest. He's my favorite co-host.
I just do a lot of push-ups, so you probably can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, restricted airspace.
I'm liking it.
I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Let's make a note of that. Someone make note of that man's bravery. An addict with a pen. He's a writer. So, is the pick official? Is it Dart?
No, we haven't heard yet. They're at commercial break. Yeah, I say let's see this pick just because I want to see Shedeur go. And I mean, yeah. Might the Browns try to trade back in too? Dude, this is a good take here. Colorado, we get another Texas boy here.
Gunnar Helm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
he's Colorado on the radar for sure. Audi BO2. Yeah.
Yes, I think Cliff was the first to say it. To say the restricted airspace. Ooh, that's sick. Restricted operating zone RAWs. That's pretty sick.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I do have the pick now in front of me. I just saw it by accident. So
do it. That's fine. Here.
It's Jackson. Well, the 25th pick in the NFL draft. The New York Giants have traded up and got their new quarterback, Jackson Dart.
Oh my goodness. Dude, if the Steelers get Shedeur in the second round, that's not fair.
Well, the Steelers could be trading back in.
Yeah. Yeah, because you want a quarterback on that 5-year deal. So if somebody actually thinks Shedeur is a quarterback in the NFL, they're going to trade back in.
I mean, are they honestly sitting there waiting for Aaron Rodgers to come in and save them?
Man,
that doesn't sound like a Pittsburghy sort of move.
I like Iron Dome. Might be a little too political, right?
Per K Adams, Travis Hunter spent last night looking at houses in Jacksonville on Zillow.
Wow.
So
what'll be interesting is
the Falcons are moving back into the first round to the Rams spot at number 26. Here come the Falcons.
Dude, do we go for a little bit? Because like if they're not going for a quarterback, yeah. No. They have Bijan, dude.
Oh, that's right. Who am I thinking? Who the heck do they want?
I know, that's what I'm wondering.
Shedeur?
No, they got Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins. Wow. So I think we'll see at least, obviously, we'll see at least 2 more trades. Who did Detroit, or who did they just trade to get back in with?
The Rams.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Who could they be taking? I mean, it can't be.
One of my really good buddies, one of my really good buddies is a content creator for San Francisco, and said that Jade was one of the top people on the 49ers board. So you're just hearing more and more people say he was a first round pick. So
yeah, a lot of the people I know are very high on Barron. So
Nuggets down 10 with 6 minutes left.
Oh, that's Nuggets. Come on.
Okay, so it looks like the Rams traded to Atlanta, which is interesting because the Rams were also a Shedeur target because of it being the end of Stafford. So you're seeing all these people. Oh man, poor Shedeur Sanders. Do you feel bad for it? You don't like him, or do you, Mike? You like him?
No, I would have taken him over Cam Ward.
Yeah.
But I do like him, but again,
Dude, what if the Raiders trade back in for him? Anyone who wanted him.
I would just be. I just don't see. I never saw any of these guys as first round QBs. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
I just didn't. And I love to. I love to watch the QBs and grade them, and I just didn't have any of them very high. I liked watching them in college.
Yeah.
Some of them were fun to watch, but I thought Shador probably could run an offense better than Cam, even though he doesn't have any elite like traits. But he's really smart. He reads well, and he's got a really accurate. He's a really accurate passer of the ball. So I liked him. But why? Yeah, I guess obviously nobody else sees him as a top NFL talent. So
100%, man. Prohibited airspace. Man, it's another good take. We still have Broncos are super high on Tyler Bidet and flexed him back up as soon as he was healthy for that playoff game. So they're not out on him. Love this take here by Danger John. Who's stopping or who's scoring on this Broncos defense? And like, you're not even naming like some of my favorite defenders on this team when you say it. And it's just like, of course.
They're going to have to get
Jonathan Cooper is ridiculous. Zach Allen is ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
we haven't given up on Drew Sanders either.
It's going to be, I mean, there's still the one piece I think missing is like that D tackle.
Yeah.
We get one more big body in the middle, then that defense is going to be so tough. Like to if you can't run against them, then you're definitely. I mean, we know nobody's going to be passing against them now, but hey guys, 500 of you watching on Ben's YouTube channel. Thank you for that. Thanks for everybody in the chat too. Yeah. I know that we get a little bit behind, but you're looking at just going down the list here. Yeah, this is I just wanted to, for an example, Tom Grossi has 18,000 people watching his live. That's who we were talking about earlier. If you don't know who Tom Grossi is, so he's sitting somewhere with his Pat cast and doing live draft. But we're going to be there. We'll be there soon. 2 years from now, we'll be in the thousands and thousands.
Let's see who Atlanta gets. 26th pick, Atlanta Falcons select James Pierce Jr., defensive edge from Tennessee.
Yeah. So he was pretty highly rated too. Yeah, I think we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks left when the first round is done. And yeah, if you got to jump out, I don't know if I can actually. I think I'm on your stream, right? Like if you jump out, then my stream dies too. Do I die with you? Do you hold my future?
I'll keep rolling. I'll see let's see if it gets to Detroit, we'll keep rolling. Okay, so Falcons just got. They only got so the Rams got a second, a 7th, and a 1st. That's a lot
wow.
Dude, what is it? Man, the Falcons 2 years in a row trading up, once for Michael Penix and now once for this edge rusher. They needed defense, but
I like James Pierce though. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
He's a good football player. Good football player.
What also happened with
John, should the Broncos trade back up and trade Sutton to get Luther Burden? No. They should not get rid of Sutton.
I like Sutton a lot.
Yeah, I like Sutton too. And so does Bo Nix, more important.
Yep, for sure. I mean, speaking of, we just had a Tennessee edge rusher go off the board when we're talking about this deep running back class. The Jaden Blue, I loved him out of Tennessee too. And he was in conversation for the Heisman too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there are still a lot of incredible running backs here.
Oh yeah, the running back.
But we're just also used to playing Madden, and I think we also knew it was our biggest need. But like, let's go through the list of Denver Broncos undrafted running backs.
Oh, geez.
And you
have to bring it up because it's a long one.
Let's see here. So obviously Philip Lindsay, Jaleel, obvious, like Mike Anderson. I'm trying to find the list. Like it's
DJ.
Yeah, it is a long, long history of.
Why is this? Man, I wish I gotta have to.
I mean, even
fixed.
Terrell Davis like picked him up in the 6th round. You know,
Mhm.
like we will find our running back, and that's why you have Sean Payton, because George Payton, Sean Payton said this is the most comfortable they've felt in a draft going into it. They knew what they wanted. They didn't panic. I guarantee you they did mocks with the board falling exactly like it did, and they would laugh their way to the bank. What I want to see is, like, does Sean Payton hop on with Pat McAfee right now and gush about it like he did after getting Bo, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So only 2 running backs are off the board, guys.
Wow.
And the first round is almost done. You got Henderson, Sampson, Judkins.
Baltimore's
Johnson,
not taking one. Detroit's not taking one.
Yeah. There's a ton of them out
Kansas City, but they need so much help on the offensive line. I doubt Kansas City takes one. So I could see Washington maybe taking a running back.
Yeah. Yeah, I could too. I could see Henderson going to Washington, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, tons of running backs still there. And so, like, the grade on these running backs, Ashton Genty had a 7.15. And then it goes to 6.3. And that takes you from Henderson, Hampton, Sampson, Judkins, Tootin, and Johnson 6.2. Like, they do not, like, these rankings are very tight for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 running backs, all kind of considered the same.
What's
it's really going to be about
grade for our corner?
Yeah, it's going to be fit.
Yeah.
So
I like Tootin out of Virginia Tech too, man. Jaden Blue out of Texas. All right, just joining. Thanks for being here. So, big thing.
Yep.
Raiders reached and picked Ashton Genty when they don't need him. We had Tet McMillan go to another guy on the Broncos board, end up with Carolina Panthers. You had O'Marion Hampton go to the Chargers. So both running backs that had been mocked to the Denver Broncos going to our division rivals. The Broncos ended up getting a first-round corner at pick number 20. Cornerback out of Texas.
Top 10 talent.
Sean Payton said, don't pass on Crystal just because you need a blender. So he does. I mean, how many dude, I've had 100 GNC blenders that break every time. And you know what doesn't break? The picture I got for my wedding. That's like this. I don't even know if it's a real crystal, but like, yeah. I think that's it, you know. Other things, Matthew Golden went to, who'd he go to?
He just went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golden went to the Green Bay, their first wide receiver since 2002 that they've drafted.
And Derek Harmon, who was a target of a lot of Broncos fans, went to Pittsburgh. Other than that, the big surprise of the night, I guess, is Jackson Dart. The Broncos is a big surprise for me and probably for most of Broncos country with, going with Barron, but pleasantly surprised for me. We're going to have to go probably and then Ibuka, right? Went to Tampa Bay, which was a little bit of a surprise.
A pick before us. Yep.
Yeah. So interesting. Just joining recap. That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I am. Devin Neal's a huge sleeper. He's third rounder, probably. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, when I look at actual tape of them, Devin Neal played against better talent. Well, similar talent to O'Marion Hampton. I remember Devin Neal crushing my heart with the CU game when we had a chance at making the playoffs, and he just ran all over us. So, and I think CU had a pretty good running defense. That's a really good point. This isn't a surprise to Sean Payton, and that's why we got to feel good about it, because it's a surprise to us, but not them.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Hook 'em horns.
I'm in heaven. I'm a Texas fan and Broncos fan. This is
A
going to be
lot of
lovely.
Texans,
Yeah.
Texas
Yeah.
dudes. All right, so the safety, a lot of folks thought might be a Bronco, Malachi Starks. They thought that before Hufanga just went to Baltimore.
Mhm.
Oh, dude, we got Baltimore is going to run away with that division because you look at Bengals building through offense, and you look at Lamar Jackson wants more talent around him. And what does a smart coach like Harbaugh do? He says, "Hey, I got to stop Joe Burrow. What am I going to do? I'm going to get a safety." And I think that's what Sean Payton did too. I got to stop Justin Herbert. I got to stop Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to get first round
Is
talent.
Malachi Starks like the most Baltimore Ravens pick you've seen since?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
I mean, they just always do this. They pick the right guys. And that's what the Broncos did this year.
Yep.
They actually just made like a great pick. You know, sure, there's other needs, but they kind of took best player available. Like, you know,
Ooh,
we
that
talk
could be
about it all
good.
the time, and then when they actually do it, you know, you gotta give them props when they do it.
We'll have to scroll back when we're done with this and look. I guess the Ravens draft board is just shown on screen when they showed the Ravens war room. It's kind of fun.
Oh no, somebody's in trouble.
A lot of A+ players still left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, didn't you hear in the lead up to the draft, like I think Cecil Lammy said there was going to be 5 running backs in the first round, or 2.
Cecil.
This shows you. I mean, you look.
Cecil's having a bad year.
Yeah, Rob Gronkowski just signed with the Broncos. You look at Christian McCaffrey is the highest paid running back in football, and his contract equates to the 20th highest paid receiver. So it just shows you what the NFL values, and this first round shows you what the NFL values.
That's right.
Lions pick is in.
All right. Commanders on the clock. Henderson. Does Henderson go to the Commanders?
Yeah.
That's what I'm interested in.
I mean, also, like, you see Cook, I guess Cook sold his house in Buffalo and is not on, he's not there anymore, and Buffalo's planning on moving on from him. So could the Bills want a running back?
Really? I mean, I think we took their cornerback. I think they would have loved to have had.
Yeah.
Hey, Bills might go wide receiver here.
Lions got to go defense.
Picks
or
in.
Try to get Ben Johnson back.
There's still offensive tackles left on the board. These guys could want too, maybe. But
dude, it is 100% showing the. Dude, how I'm looking at that now, it is showing the Baltimore draft room, like showing the picks. Like if you screenshotted that and used AI to auto enhance it, let's go.
That'd be interesting. I'd love to see Sean Payton's. It probably says run the damn ball on it.
Yeah.
It says run it.
Yeah, probably.
Remember that from last year?
Oh, yeah. That Chargers game where we were just destroying them. Weirdest game I've ever watched. Remember that was the one with he fair caught the punt and there was a roughing the returner or whatever, and then they got that free kick and it was just like turned all of our momentum. But we were up like 10 or we were up 15 maybe or 14. That was a game Chris Abrams drained, picked off Herbert.
That was a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Heartbreaker. Nuggets were up 7 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Now they're down 20.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
Yeah. 90.7 PFF grade in 2024, first among quarterbacks for Jahdae Barron, 20th overall. So first highest rated cornerback, according to them.
For the highest rated quarterback at what in college football?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's crazy.
PFF 90.7.
Wow.
So
wow. So somebody asked, who did the Broncos draft? We got the highest rated corner in college football last year, according to Pro Football Focus. One of the only top talents left in the draft at that point, and there hasn't been that run on running backs since then. So we got an elite corner. People need to stop freaking out.
Yeah, BPA, guys. That was best player available, I think, right there. Yep. And we preach it all the time when you do it. It's hard. It's kind of a hard pill to swallow sometimes, right, guys? Like you get your heart set on players like we all do, like Henderson. Like I think Ben and I both said we would love to have Henderson there, and he was there, and they took somebody who wasn't even on our radar, just not paying attention.
Yep.
You know, best player available. Take him. They'll get a running back. They'll get a couple. So yeah.
All right. I think let's stay through Washington pick because that'll let us know if Henderson's there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Lines up.
You gotta get you some rest, man. You got family business to do. I got a 5 a.m. wake up call. Well, that's coming. Yeah, like a freight train.
Yep.
That is coming. And but I loved the stream, loved the chat, loved everybody in here.
Blast.
Ben, as always, my favorite, and it's going to be a great year. The two of us are going to do a lot of great shows this year. We got a lot to, as Ben says, believe in, and we're going to do a weekly power rankings from a Broncos perspective. That's going to be a blast.
100%, man.
And then we'll do some. I think I would do some post game stuff, maybe even a live stream or a pregame and then a halftime and then a post game. For the earlier games, if you can, something. Yeah. We're going to have a blast doing it.
Well, y'all, can't thank you enough. This was an absolute blast. Appreciate all y'all in the chat. This was fun. Denver Broncos got a first-round pick, got first-round talent in the first round. They did not reach. Sean Payton did not pass on the crystal because we all thought he needed a blender. He told us he was going to do it. I feel like the top 3 defense in football, got a ton better this offseason. And Patrick Mahomes doesn't like our pick and Herbert doesn't like our pick, which means you should love it. And Broncos country, we got a ton to believe in.
Make it. Oh my God.
I can't. I'll do 2. There we go.
Let's go.